What up, peeps? Welcome to the Kisscapades podcast. I'm your host, John Telewa, aka the Kissbandit. And in this show, we explore the key elements that shape our fulfilling existence, from health and well-being to financial success, meaningful relationships, and the pursuit of happiness. We cover it all. Our guests include experts, professionals, and everyday individuals who have remarkable stories to tell. Tune in to learn practical tips, gain valuable insights, and discover strategies for personal growth and transformation. Whether you're seeking to improve your health, build your wealth, enhance relationships, or find lasting happiness, we got you covered. Welcome to today's episode. Another amazing episode with a very special guest. This one we've waited for last year but one. But he's finally here, man, ladies and gents. So I'll just let him just introduce yourself, tell the people your name, what you do, and then, we can jump straight to it.
Yes. My name is, most guys know me as JBO, Jerry Bogonko. I'm an entrepreneur, cryptopreneur, and a lover of life. I believe I'll keep my intro that simple.
Oh, that's nice. That's good enough. So now the only thing that I've been waiting for is just to get like another crypto guest.
Oh.
Like I've only had one person. Any other person who comes to the podcast, it's me begging them, trying to tell them, please just buy some crypto. Just buy even $20 or $30. Most people didn't listen to me when I was talking last year. And hey, I think one person actually listened out of probably like 30 or 40 people. There's somebody who bought Ethereum and, now they're up in a very good position. But before we jump straight to all the nitty-gritties, just how did you set like your foot like in crypto?
My story in crypto is quite interesting because right now where I am, I do almost everything in crypto. I'm a crypto investor, I'm a crypto trader, I do DeFi, I do, we can go very deep into crypto. So I'm very deep into the crypto space. But how I started was back in 2016, actually, after high school.
2016?
After high school.
Painful.
I mean, I didn't have much capital then because I was fresh from high school. So even it's, you had to start small, but still.
You didn't need much.
Also, you didn't need much. I didn't need much. Bitcoin was $400 that time.
Yeah.
Ethereum was basically nothing. It was not even top 2. It was down there somewhere. So I got started from a seminar. I heard of Bitcoin, but through Bitcoin mining. A seminar in Nairobi Safari Club in town.
Really?
That's why I heard of it.
In 2016?
2016. In fact, crypto was actually more popular in Nairobi between 2016 and 2019. Bitcoin was popular in Nairobi those days, Then it slowed down after many scams came through around that time. But back then, it was very, very, very popular. So I was in this seminar, Nairobi Safari Club. I just saw a lady there. She was talking very passionately about the future of money. This will be the next currency that will take over the world. I didn't understand it. So had a convo with my dad. We invested in the family, right?
As a family?
As a family. It's actually my dad who introduced me to that, because we talk about business sometimes, So after high school, he sent me to that place. I went and listened. I was like, why not? Let's, I just said...
Who's your dad? Now I need to meet your dad.
So that's now how the origin started. Then now, later on, I just started uni now, met some friends, interacted with them. Guys are doing things here and there. And I was like...
Were you in uni in Kenya?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
I left recently. I've been in Kenya most of my life.
Really?
Just very recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was in uni. Then guys are doing a couple of things here and there. And I was like, what can I do in the meantime? Because I was seeing guys are making money. So I was like, what can I do? And I was like, there's this Bitcoin thing.
And what were you doing in uni?
International business.
Okay.
And marketing.
Okay.
So I did, I saw guys are making money. And I was like, even me, I need to make money as early as now. Make money young. So I remember this Bitcoin thing we invested in. I checked on it. I was like, oh, wow, it's actually increased. So I had savings from when I was younger. I used to be a very big saver when I was younger, just saving money here and there. So I now ended up taking all my savings, which was in the bank for like 6 years doing nothing. So I took all of it and dumped it into crypto as well.
Oh, Lord.
I dumped it into crypto.
Okay.
That was my now first encounter with crypto. But majority of my money, I put it inside a mining company, which ended up collapsing in 2019, which was very painful. However,
You're saying majority of your money?
Majority.
It was
Majority was invested there, but that's not where I made majority of my money.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah.
So majority was invested there, but then at the same time, I bought altcoins very cheap. I know you know some altcoins. I bought some altcoins which made me good money.
Yeah.
Ethereum cheap, XRP was almost nothing back then.
If I may.
One made me good returns back then. It was Mana. I don't know if you heard of Mana.
No.
Decentraland Mana. I bought it back then. One of those NFTs, but it was back in 2017. Those things made me good money. I was making my first. I remember the biggest trade I made was 1,000 to 30,000. That time when I was in uni, I was I think second year or something.
That kind of money in uni.
Yeah.
So
that's where I got started. Now 2019, that mining company collapsed.
Yeah.
But I still had money from altcoins. Then now I shifted abroad. And then now I decided how to trade and do things on my own when I was abroad. Then now I got into social media around that time. And then from there now started educating on crypto, being more public about it and talking out there.
But the craziest part is when you say like your dad sent you there. There's no parent right now, first of all, I can try and convince.
None.
To try and tell them like, just buy. Even if it's 2,000 or 5,000. It's almost like a taboo. Anytime you mention crypto, it's probably just the first thing that comes in people's mind is like a scam. But anybody who's dealt with crypto, they just understand where we are going and all the good things that just come with it. Now, that's a good intro, first of all. But I do have like some not major, just, crypto questions to ask you, which I would not want to like deviate from or like even just forget them. Now, you said you went abroad, right? What were you going to do there? Just visit or?
Actually, I had no plan.
Expanding your knowledge in crypto?
Actually, I had no plan, to be honest. I had the opportunity to go abroad. And I was like, what, let me take it. Let me see a new environment, new city. Then I started meeting very nice people there. And I was like, what, let me see how things are over here. Otherwise, there was nothing official, really.
Oh, not school, nothing like...
Nothing official. That took me there.
And then now you moved to which country?
Austria.
Isn't it cold there?
It's cold everywhere. That's not here.
Okay, that's
so
true.
It's just cold generally everywhere. But summertime, it's hotter than here, usually. But winter, it's very cold. So it's usually extreme weather.
Okay, so now you do spend a little bit of time in Austria. And then when you're there, do you find yourself like a crypto community, or how does your crypto journey continue? Because the best thing about crypto, and I'm always telling people, it's like almost like this 844 system that's worldwide. If you go to any country, as long as you speak crypto, you're friends with those people who do crypto.
Very true.
So how do you continue your crypto journey overseas?
Majority of my crypto journey and my crypto mission is mostly to get Africans to make money, because Africans are the only ones who are struggling in crypto. Abroad, guys, crypto is not so far-fetched for them, you understand? But Africa are the people who actually need crypto. Yet, unfortunately, they're the ones who are suffering the most in the crypto space. So when I'm abroad, it's mostly casual. When I'm around in Africa, it's mostly business, So abroad, I meet crypto friends. I met a couple of crypto people, crypto founders, crypto exchanges. I've been to crypto events, because crypto events happen around the world, everywhere, When there's a Bitcoin pizza day, or when there's something to do with Solana somewhere, I just attend and meet some friends. Crypto, you can meet friends around the world easily.
Oh, man. And then now when you say Africans need it the most, what do you mean by that? Because you're saying out there it's casual. I think it's also like just another conversation, because even if you've seen this on Binance page, at times they go out and ask people like, do you have some crypto? Do you have some crypto? And also like just out there as well, there are not so many people who are into crypto as...
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Not so many people out there are into crypto. And same also here, not so many. Crypto is still very new globally. We are still less than 10% of the world who use crypto. Way less, in fact. 10% is even pushing it. So we are still very few people in the world who utilize crypto. Why I say Africans need it is because, first of all, Africans, number one, we need money. Number one, I think Africans are the ones who, I think,
developing countries.
Yes, developing countries need that benefit. We need money. Number one. Number two, it should be easier actually for Africans to get into it. Or rather, majority of Africans are unbanked. You understand? And crypto makes it easier for them to be able to transact and use it for their businesses and all that. But mainly me, I focus on the making money part side of it mostly.
When you say the money making part, are you talking about, is it trading? Is it selling courses? Is it just introducing maybe new coins through like affiliation of a company? Or what exactly do you mean by?
Making money, I mean directly making money from it. So between investing or trading, or just participating in the ecosystem. There's, participating in
as an individual, DeFi. Not for people.
Not for people, no. So I just help them do whatever it is. However they want to get involved, I talk about the making money side of things. So it's mostly just investing. And that's where I've focused heavily on, and also now trading as well.
Okay. So now from an outsider, remember, we still have this, a lot of Kenyans who are falling into like these crazy scams. Right? And it's so crazy, you know why? Because it's always the same script being used every year, and it works perfectly.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The people who create all these scams, the same people.
It's always the same.
There's actually a group of people who know that we are coming to scam Kenyans over and over again. You understand? Because they know we need money.
Yeah.
That's why. They know we have that greed. We need quick money.
Yeah.
So this person who made this scam lives with, $20 million. Creates another scam. He waits for another maybe 6-7 months. Creates another one. Kenyans again fall for it.
Every year.
Same thing.
Perfectly. And it's worked over 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's so... I think that's why it's a bit discouraging for people to like get into crypto. But the only unfortunate part I'm always trying to tell people is that in any other business that you get into, you have to give it like time. Most people don't even give it like the 4 years until we get to the next halving. People want their returns like immediately. But also the best thing about crypto is actually you can make a lot of gains even in just 1 year. But even before we get into like those details, like how did you just like maybe let's say build a crypto community? Because that's something that honestly for my case, I've struggled with. Anytime I start talking about crypto, people are just like, this guy again.
I was there.
So I don't have like...
I was there.
Legit, I don't have people to talk. So anytime I start talking to somebody about crypto and they have the interest, we can talk for hours. So how did you just even manage to get like your community or even just build a community around crypto?
It's very difficult to build a crypto community.
Yeah.
Let me deviate a bit. So, okay. The reason why my community grew is actually because I went abroad. You understand? Kenyans want to be sold a lifestyle, funny enough. Because when I was here, I was quite heavily talking about crypto on the ground. We even had an office.
You had an office?
There's an office in Westland with a whole Bitcoin ATM.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, when was this?
2018, 2019.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The first Bitcoin ATM in East and Central Africa was in that office back then, 2018, 2019. So very active. I used to bring guys there, buy Bitcoin with ATMs, with the Bitcoin ATM. We teach them about Bitcoin, things like that. But still, Kenyans would be like, this is not... They just still shy away from it, you understand?
Yeah.
But once I went abroad, things were different,
Oh, because they're seeing you out
now
there.
They're seeing, I just post around on me traveling to this country, me driving this. Guys are like, let me get into crypto now. Let me get into crypto now. That's how guys get scammed, you understand?
Actually, true.
You understand?
True.
Because it's actually very easy to create a scam using lifestyle marketing. Very easy.
Yeah, that's true.
Many people think, for example, it's actually not as expensive for you to showcase that lifestyle. Let's say, for example, you go to Dubai, for example.
Yeah.
Let's say somebody wants to sell you some program or some random scam here and there. Dubai, renting a Lamborghini in Dubai is $100 for an hour. So I could just carry 10 pairs of clothes within that 1 hour or 2 hours and just change my clothes and drive that same Lamborghini around the same circle and tell you guys, I'm rich.
Walking in, stepping out.
Get into Forex.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's one mentality I believe Kenyans, that's what makes Kenyans fall for things much faster. So how I built my community, yes, was when I went abroad. And when I went abroad, I think guys kind of enjoyed my lifestyle, I guess, more when I went abroad. And they were like, okay, now we want to take crypto seriously, because when I was in Kenya, I was just like,
You're just one of us.
I'm just one of everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just like
what
everybody.
Are you telling us?
Exactly. What are you telling us, So when I went abroad, guys took it more seriously.
Yeah.
And also, I think that time also I was more focused on, I had more time to talk about it, basically. I was having webinars, I was having, there's not so much that I do abroad. You see, when I'm in Nairobi, I'm always up and down, busy. I can come for this podcast, I go here, I go there. When I'm abroad, I'm just doing my own thing. So I had enough time to build a community and all that. So yeah, that's, I think, what happened.
Okay, so because I also wanted to ask you about if you do such events abroad, but you've clarified that's not something that you do there. But are there events that you attend overseas that are more eye-opening and introduce you to new things?
Yes.
Okay.
There are actually events that happen. Very common. In fact, actually, I'm also now beginning to host events abroad as well. I was actually in talks with the Austrian Blockchain Center. I think they had a blockchain conference in Austria, and I was to speak there because I was partnered with BitGet.
Hey man, come on now, come on, okay.
So I was planning on speaking there, but a couple of things happened. But there's always events where I can speak in when I'm in Austria. There's many communities, many local communities. There's the Austrian Blockchain Center. There is, I think it's called DLT. I don't know what it's called, but there's many events that happen. Just small crypto events. We have very many reasons to celebrate.
Yeah.
There's so many reasons we can celebrate. There's a Bitcoin halving. There is Bitcoin Pizza Day. There is
I don't think Pizza Day it's worth celebrating because that guy is still alive and he always gets a reminder every single year. Every single year.
In 10
people
years,
remind him.
Do you know in 10 years that might actually become a public holiday? When Bitcoin actually becomes adopted globally, that will be a public holiday now.
Actually, true. Now it makes sense.
It will be a public holiday. So now he'll be known for the person who sold 10,000 Bitcoin. And he will still
be alive to witness all this.
Exactly.
Okay. And then now, when it comes to local events, how in tune are you with them? And do you think they're beneficial to people? Because again, I'll say this is just from a personal, perspective. I've tried engaging in going to blockchain events in Nairobi, and they just don't make sense to me. It's either they're focused on the development part, which is not what I'm into.
What are you into?
Buying and selling. Buy, hold, and sell.
Beautiful.
Because I think, and that's where I think a lot of people just maybe take a step back. And if you think when you go back in the days, anytime you'd hear of a banker when they start talking in front of you, anybody who does finance, or even when the business segment came on the news, that was the cue for you to go, leave the room, go play, or just, go and do something else. Because it was always boring.
You're correct on that. You're very correct on that.
It was always boring. So I've tried going to a few events and then people are just talking about developing this, developing that. And then I'm always looking at, because the crowd, I can see, I've gone to a few events and the crowd is actually big. You can see a crowd of probably 200-300 people. And then I'm like, where's the money-making conversation? Because all you need to do is just buy.
Just buy.
And hold.
Just buy. That's what you have to do.
And then sell when you get profit and then buy back.
That's also why I tend to not be too into these events. Let me explain actually. What you said is actually one of the biggest motivations I had to create my community. You know that? What you mentioned. That's actually one of the biggest motivations because in Kenya, and let me say Africa at large, but let me say Kenya because this is where I started my crypto journey. There is two types of people who talk about crypto.
Yeah.
Number one, it's the tech people, what you just explained. The blockchain developers, all that stuff, talking about how you're going to build this, how you're going to have this hackathon.
Yeah.
Frankly, no new person cares about that.
Nobody does.
No new person cares about that.
We don't.
Now, the second person who talks about crypto, who is it? The scammers.
Oh, yeah.
And that is why if you're to go to a hall which has scammers and you're to go to a hall which has blockchain developers and all that, yes, the blockchain developers have people, but the scam holes. If you go to CBD, like town and all, these guys sell the hotels. They're like packed almost 1,000 people. You know, I used to go, I went to KICC. They even get KICC. They have the whole place like this. It's packed. They tell you guys invest $500, you'll make 15,000. I don't know when. Because what does retail want to hear? They want to make money. When somebody is hearing about crypto, what do they want to do? They want to make money. They don't care about the tech. And that's why now I got motivation. I was like, okay, if the tech people do not want to talk about buying and holding or trading, whatever it is, and the guys talking about that are the scammers, let me just create a community now where I can actually talk about how to make money in the crypto space. Yeah. You understand? Because most people are not doing that.
Yeah. And that's the unfortunate part, because like I've just said, you know, that's why for me, like anytime somebody walks in with a suit and they start talking about like all these graphs and everything, I'm just looking at them. I'm like, no, that's not how it's done. Because if you look at all the people that you can think of, like even like people who are like top 50 in Forbes, from Warren Buffett, what do? They buy, hold, and sell. That's it.
Buy, hold, and
do they even get into complications? They just tell you, no, the stock dropped into this price. I bought in at this price.
Market will come down, market will go up.
Yeah. And that I just simplify it, like, you know.
Buy low, sell high.
Yeah. And I try and tell people that's all you need to learn to do. Like even if it's in exchanges, I don't know which exchange you use, but I'm big on Binance.
Same. Binance is the biggest and the best.
Binance is really good. Like I don't even think I know how to use a 0.2% of like all the capabilities that you can do with Binance.
Yeah.
Because every time I discover something new.
There's so much on
And
Binance.
I'm always trying to tell people, it's just learn how to buy and sell. That's all you need to do. Because if you're doing business in Nairobi, maybe you're supplying things, all you do is like buy and sell. Buy and sell. If you are like a farm person, you go buy groceries in the market and then sell them from like your store. It's just the same thing, but I don't know why people complicate it so much, and people are missing out on a lot.
Actually, most people.
Yeah.
What I'd say is people tend to overestimate how difficult crypto is. If you're to tell somebody, study Bitcoin or study the crypto market, and tell them to go study the traditional financial system, you know, crypto is easier.
Yes.
Crypto is actually way easier than the system you're used to.
People, okay, here's the thing. Let's just... And I'm not throwing shade to anything. Like, you know, I know so many people who've gone to Strathmore. And, you know, anytime I start talking to them about something like crypto, they have no clue what I'm talking about. And I'm like, okay, so what are you guys being taught in school when we have like, you know, President Trump, like putting like government reserves already in crypto, like signing what's the new bill that was just signed recently? Hey guys, I don't want to misquote anything. So I need the Genius Act, you know, like the Genius Act. But there's so many other things that are, when you're talking about BlackRock, they have no idea who BlackRock is. ARK Invest, they don't know who those people are. And then you just sit down and ask yourself like, okay, if this is what people are graduating from school with a background knowledge of like just traditional finance systems, when in the next 5 to 10 years, definitely the finance system is going to be different. StanChart already is like abroad is already adapting like crypto ETFs, investments and all that stuff. America is introducing for 1K portion investments in crypto as well. There are so many things that are changing. Japan.
UAE is very big on crypto.
UAE already. So
we'll be left behind if we don't do anything, you know?
No, but the people who are going to study in school, they're studying everything that won't be there in the next 10 years, unfortunately.
True. Very true, very true.
And that's sad.
I even think, as much as I studied all that stuff, I don't think I would have also been as aware of BlackRock and the rest if I didn't enter crypto.
Oh, did you study the finance things like CPAs and everything?
Okay, no, I didn't study the finance things and everything and all that. But still, what you're saying is correct. Most people are not aware of those things. When I talk to them about BlackRock and ETFs and everything, I find myself having to go to the basics, like what we should have learned to, you know, like what is an ETF? What is you know, because I don't think those things are taught.
Yeah. Actually, that's unfortunate. But again, people who are doing like finance currently, like in school, just try and be in tune, because these things are on social media and even what you're given out. And then technology and AI is evolving so fast.
Very fast, yeah.
So fast. So if it's not like just your personal like effort to try and learn things that are new, definitely you'll miss out. And then also like another thing, as you're investing, like let's say in crypto, is there anything else that you've ever thought of investing in outside crypto? That's maybe like a more of a safe haven for you, gives you like social economic ties. Because even for me, like as much as I do enjoy crypto and all, like, you know, just moving around, moving money the way I want, you still do need like government ties. Because I remember when I was submitting like my visa, they're like, yeah, we see the money, but where's the money coming from?
Yeah.
So I had to restructure like a lot of things now, get into like, you know, government bonds, bills, and I won't say everything that I'm getting into, man. Also, that's my business. But, you know, some things that showcase that you're also like contributing to the government's economy and social economic ties when you're moving
zero.
out. Really?
I am full crypto, right, as we speak.
100%.
Zero. I spend crypto. I'm crypto.
Wait. Okay, but you've already traveled out like enough times. But let's say when you're going to the embassy, what do you tell them? Like, you know, you do.
When I go to the embassy,
You do need to apply for a visa, or you already you're married overseas.
No, I'm not married.
Okay, so then you do need to submit like, you know, a
Definitely.
little bit of.
You have to submit a little bit of all that. I went abroad.
Does crypto count when you are submitting your papers like in a?
Well, nowadays you can actually go to some countries in Europe, and if you hold a certain amount of Bitcoin, you're given a visa.
What?
Yeah. You check countries like
Give me that list. Give me that list.
Check like Portugal, some other countries in Europe. Many of them you can actually hold a certain amount of Bitcoin, and then now they'll give you a visa. There's also a visa on based on the income you earn. So if you let's say you earn income in Kenya, or you work remotely, and let's say your income is $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000, depending on whatever the rules of the country is, you'll also be given a visa. Yeah, you know.
But also, sorry to cut you off. Just finish what you're saying.
That's it. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay. So now my thing is also we still have to, and that's the thing. Once you get into crypto, I think we start looking at other numbers like, it's just, you know, Ethereum just dropped with $3,000, but $3,000 is a lot of money.
When you go shopping, you see you're like, hey, I've spent how much? I spent $50.
Yeah,
but $1,000 has dropped on a crypto coin. You're like you're happy. You're like, okay.
Just like, okay, cool. But then now again, once we tap into like just now the reality on the ground, and we have to think about it is, think about like just the ordinary citizen in Kenya, because those are the people that you're also trying to talk to. It like, get into like crypto, make some money, build your wealth as well. Because I don't think there's anything else that can build wealth for you right now as fast as crypto.
Nothing.
There's nothing, guys. Like
nothing at all.
It's not a salon. It's not an Mpesa. There's no business you'll open that can grow like your wealth faster than crypto.
I actually always tell people, that amount of focus you're putting in any business, try putting that focus in crypto. He'll go far, my friend. He'll go far.
Okay, so now again, back to what I was saying is like the average salary of a Kenyan, I would say is between 35 to 60.
Yeah, and mostly around 35, 40, yeah.
Yeah, actually 35, 40. So a stretch to 60. So you see, still at the end of the day, when we're talking about like $1,000, $2,000,
it's a lot.
That's not money that these people can say they'll apply a visa for. I mean, before they get like probably a Shenzhen visa, you need to have at least $4,500 in your account consistently, probably for 6 months. Trust me, somebody who's getting that 5,000, they're not having that money in their account.
Very true.
So that's why I'm saying again, you know, small government ties or social economic ties for the country would at least be able to give you like that leeway of like, okay, he's coming back when you're applying for the visa.
I don't think so. That won't help.
Really?
It won't help. What will help is no.
So how do you get to that 4K though, if you're an average Kenyan?
Okay, getting a visa doesn't only have to be financial. You don't need to have money to get visa. You know, you can get it through maybe student visa or marriage or whatever it is.
But we're talking about like the practical terms. Because me, I'm thinking about like how for me I had to qualify for a Shenzhen visa. Not married to anybody overseas, right? So first of all,
However,
I was
I think you're
freelance.
correct.
I was freelance as well, because even now, why
Yeah.
people protesting and everything? There are no secure jobs here and there.
I also just remembered even student visa in Europe, you must have at least like 14,000 euros in your account.
There you
so,
go.
yes, I remember
14,000 is a lot of money.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So how do you think somebody can get close to even like a number to qualify them to travel if they don't have like those things like, like a small business side to like the local government? Because you said you've gone all out in crypto.
Yeah, I've gone all out in crypto.
100%.
100% crypto.
Jeez.
However, I don't intend on it being that way for long.
Oh,
See,
okay.
my investment strategy is I still look at real estate a lot. I look at real estate. I also look at stocks, real estate, and traditional investments and all that. However, I don't see personally the need of investing small money into stocks. You understand?
Okay.
I'd rather put that kind of money into crypto, grow it exponentially, take it, put it into stocks, or put it into real estate or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a better way on how. That is my personal investment strategy.
So real estate is something you've always thought about?
Yeah, real estate as well, even stocks. Okay. Real estate, stocks, dividend-paying stocks, real estate as well for income.
Government bonds?
Government bonds, I haven't done too much. I've not looked too much into it. But what do you think? Should I do that? Should I get into that?
You have to. Cause
I should,
honestly speaking, like our infrastructural bonds in Kenya, one of the highest paying worldwide, tax-free.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think the average return of an American infrastructural bond would give people like between 4 to 7% if they're lucky, but between 4 to 7% there. Kenya, up to 18%. The highest was 18.
That's great.
The 18 opens like once in a while, but it can go up like average like 13, 14, 18%. It's crazy. So put 18% and then compound it. Maybe even like 5 years.
That's great, actually.
That's
amazing.
It's crazy. First of all, it's just like taking candy from a baby. That's how I would describe it. So if you're to think about like real estate, calculate the same amount of returns. Because first of all, if you invest into real estate, you need to make your money back.
Yeah, it'll take
so
forever.
If it's rent collecting, you're collecting rent. If you ever need to liquidate like real estate,
very difficult.
Very, very difficult.
Very difficult.
Infrastructural bonds, good. You can choose maybe compounding or maybe annual coupons, which come every 6 months. Between like, I'd say like the 14, if you caught the 18% one, you're very lucky. But between up to 14%, 18, man.
That's beautiful returns, actually. That's
very beautiful. It's
beautiful.
also digital. You can actually just track it on your phone. If you're using like a StanChart app, you can track it on your phone. Anytime you need to liquidate it, probably less than 24, 48 hours, you have your money, you're good.
Beautiful. I'll look into Kenyan government bonds, actually. I'll look for them. And see.
The highest paying in the world. Let's just say, how is this guy calling me now? My medical insurance guy. I don't need you now. Serious conversation. But yeah, so try and think of like bonds. If you need me to send you to someone who like deals with that, like the bank, my relationship manager, she's really good at it. So just think about it. Think about the same way you normally tell people like, yo, bro, just buy some crypto. I'll tell you the same, like, just try a bit, because I think it still contributes a bit to like the Kenyan economy now. Digital now, when it comes to things like crypto, also the biggest conversation right now, a lot of people think it's illegal in Kenya.
Still?
No, that's what people think.
They still think that? Still today?
Yes. Because here's the thing.
Those are the old things I used to hear those days.
No.
They still think it's illegal today?
But here's the thing, because think about it right now. Why people think it's illegal. And I'll give you like something that makes sense to ordinary mwananchi. There is no financial institution touching crypto, is there, in Kenya?
No.
Okay. So you understand why people would be like a bit hesitant. Like, hey, how comes my bank person has told me like, I can't touch crypto? Why? So why do you think like there's still like that vague gap where people don't know if it's legal or illegal, but yet it's still active like in Kenya?
Because You said why do people think there's that gap? Okay, because there's no financial regulation, official regulation yet. So which means if somebody scams you through crypto, you can't take them to authorities. You can't.
Oh,
you could actually see your crypto scammer walking in CBD somewhere there. He scammed you, took your 100,000 Kenya shillings, your 50K, your 10K, and he's just walking casually, even as his new car there. But you can't do anything. You can't take them to. There's no official means on how you can go and report them because there's no official regulation around it, and that's what scares people.
Okay,
you see, that's now what I think now scares people. That's now what makes people a bit wary and careful. Crypto actually doesn't have that safety net that the other investments have.
Okay,
that's now why people are a bit cautious and why people feel like it's illegal, but it's not illegal.
Yeah,
there's a difference between lack of regulation and illegal. Illegal just means. This is, you can be jailed for this. But no, crypto works well.
It's just because there are no clear policies yet.
There are no clear policies.
Yeah, we don't have systems that can...
And when things are new, that's, I believe, how things usually are. Innovation comes first, then the government comes with regulation. Later. It doesn't come first. Regulation doesn't come first, then innovation.
That's true.
Which is why most of the money is made. Then the government is like, hey, this thing needs now to be regulated.
Yeah, there's a lot of money coming. Okay.
I always tell people, if you want to make money, even generally in the world, what I've noticed is that you kind of have to have this degen mindset a bit. You understand? I don't mean dump all your money and throw it away. I just mean that even if you invest in the safe assets, but have a bit of your portfolio ready for some risk-on assets. Opportunities, exactly. Investing in Bitcoin in 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, that was not smart. That was not smart.
True.
If you're investing in Bitcoin back then, you're a degen. Because Bitcoin, there was no adoption anywhere. It was guys talking on it on some online forum. Guys were earning it from games and all that. So somebody actually taking cash and buying those tokens was a very degen move. Look how it's paid off. You understand? And now that Wall Street is coming in and regulations, you think you're going to make the 20 million% that Bitcoin has grown?
It's very tricky. Very tricky.
So what happens is that innovation comes first and regulation follows. Now the challenge is where before the regulation comes, now the person has to put in the work. Also.
You need to maximize.
Exactly. You have to maximize and you have to put in the work yourself as well. You just have to take care of security yourself, learn how to do those things, which is why it's important to educate yourself as you do that. And then maximize as much as possible before regulation comes. Before regulation comes.
Do you know the proposed tax for crypto in Kenya?
Oh, was it 30%? Or how much was it?
3%.
3%.
I laughed, my friend. I was just like, yo. Because I remember there's a friend of mine who was telling me like, oh, what about tax and everything? I was like, 3%? I'll give them 5 if they want.
I'll even give them 5. It's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay. Good. Do you know how it is in Europe?
I know it's like 30.
Europe is 30. Some countries it's 40.
There you go.
Lucky for me.
And imagine.
Me, I take advantage of both situations. So you see me, what I do is I'm still a Kenyan citizen.
Yeah.
And I have also some residence in the EU. So now I can get debit cards. I have like a bunch of crypto debit cards. I can buy directly. And if I want to withdraw, I withdraw to my Kenyan accounts. Zero tax.
Oh my God.
So take advantage of these benefits before the regulation comes.
And I think that's like also like where I was heading to. I was just trying to say like, for anybody who is thinking about like if it's just cross your mind, you can only do it now. Because imagine for a country like Kenya, if once they have their systems in place, because imagine the 3% is proposed. That's just proposed. Because as for now, we all know like, crypto is not being taxed. Let's just be honest. Proposed is 3%. But if it ever gets to a point where like 40% of the country is using it, come on now. We're paying at least 50%.
Very true. And let me tell the audience a secret.
Yeah.
Banks, the governments, they're stuck in crypto. Just that you don't know about it.
Yes.
They're stuck in crypto.
Yes.
Just that you don't know about it.
Yeah.
The time when regulation comes, regulation will only come when you guys start making money. You understand?
Yeah.
Where now everybody is now getting on it. Now that's now the perfect time for them now to put regulations now. Now we regulate it and then now we can, control how much these guys will earn and everything. As of now, they stack the Bitcoin, the crypto low-key. That's what happened with the institutions back in the USA.
BlackRock,
JP Morgan. Those ones especially.
What's the name? Is it the CEO or whoever? Like they always do. They always go back and throw his TBTA videos.
Always.
When he was saying like, crypto is a scam, you can't trust it. And then now. a couple of years later.
In fact, forget about even that.
Yeah.
What he did is he manipulated the market and they bought Bitcoin after they said that. Back in 2018, around there. I think Bitcoin was around maybe 6,000. Don't quote me, but around that. So it was 6,000. The CEO said Bitcoin is a scam. Don't invest in that fraud. That time, he still had the power to kind of shake the market because Bitcoin was very small.
Yeah.
So he moved from 6,000, crashed to almost negative 30%.
And then they buy.
Then the company bought.
They buy.
Then now, a few days later, they're like, oh no, sorry, Bitcoin is the future. And then it went back up again. So guys, follow what the big money is doing. You understand?
Yeah. Actually, that's what
follow
they say.
what they're doing.
Yeah.
Don't listen to what they say. Follow
Look
what
at their
they do.
actions. When you hear a certain, especially like and I think that's the thing I was talking about. I wish people were going to these schools to learn about finance, especially schools like Strathmore. They really need to be taught about strategies like JP Morgan they're using, because all the big financial institutions always now come down with their small branches in Africa and stuff. And you have to understand how the big money is working, because now in Kenya, the best thing about being in Kenya is you can take so much advantage, because whatever is happening there now, it's going to catch up here in 8 years. 8 years.
Catch up. And by the time it catches
8 years, you need to be set. You need to be good.
Exactly.
Can you imagine your kids asking you, when people were buying crypto for this amount, why weren't you?
Same way guys are asking when great-grandfathers are grabbing land in CBD.
Exactly. Yeah. Actually, it's the same conversation. It's going to be like that.
It's going to be like that.
It's going to be like that. So now I have a small screenshot here, which I took. I get my updates from Wachaguru because they just summarize everything simply. So it said 10,000 invested 10 years ago in Bitcoin. 10 years ago, if you invested $10,000, that would have been roughly Kenyan money 1 million and something.
10 years ago, that should be exactly 1 million.
Exactly 1 million, right? That would have been $4.2 million now. Which business are you doing right now?
Shambagani.
Even 10 years ago.
Which land?
Which property? What company would you have started that would make you 4.2 by just holding? Because also even in business, understand you have logistics, you have to employ people, payroll, systems that are working. So even if you were to put a business worth maybe $4.2 million in Kenya right now, can you understand the manpower that goes to generate even anything close to that? Crazy. But this is just 10,000 and then you just chilled.
You just chilled. 10,000, you just chilled.
4.2. Okay, and then now we go to the other industries now. We get to something like Microsoft. Microsoft would have given you a return of $108,000, which is not bad, but compared to crypto, 4.2, $100,000, $108,000. NVIDIA, of course, which has been NVIDIA is crazy.
NVIDIA did well, especially last year. Last year because of the AI.
NVIDIA, $3.5 million. If you invested 10,000, but you see now NVIDIA, and also understand for the role that NVIDIA plays with the chips and everything. It's more of a complex thing. Probably for you to invest in NVIDIA, you really needed to be into proper tech development. You needed to understand that. Bitcoin, you just, like I said again, you just buy and hold. Apple, if you invested in Apple 10 years ago, today it would have made you $64,000.
Ongeza biashara, you sell some avocados.
And you know how many iPhones they're selling every other single day?
Exactly.
It's a company that's doing really good. And even their stocks are actually quite pricey. But it would have given you $64,000. Tesla would have given you $175,000. So nothing still beats crypto at this point. Nothing.
And remember, he's talking about Bitcoin. He didn't talk about Ethereum.
Oh, no. We haven't. We haven't touched any altcoins. No.
Altcoins.
Yeah.
No altcoins.
No altcoins, yeah. So, it's just to give people a clear perspective of how it happens. But also, again, just to go back to the previous conversation when I was talking about the thin line where people are saying we don't know whether it's legal or illegal. And then you said it's because there are no clear guidelines. And even if somebody scammed you with that, you can't really take them anywhere. But now I would throw a big curveball with a question and ask you the biggest scammers are Forex guys. There are very clear regulations about Forex. in the country. How comes they still get away with it as much as they do? Because I think they're also kind of like untouchable. They're the people who are like scamming people like the most money.
Very true. Very true. Number one, again, it's easy to get retail through Forex than it is through crypto, because Forex, there's a lot of regulation. Kenyans love to see something tangible, something regulation, something that looks like it's regulated. So while there are many legitimate Forex platforms, Forex is a legitimate business. However, unfortunately, again, you can scam Kenyans easily using the name Forex simply because it's very regulated. So you can just create a scam easily and then show guys, look, Forex is a legitimate thing. So now they push you towards the scam using legitimate information. They can be like, this is something legitimate, so let me show you how you can best do it. So they usually kind of sidetrack you.
Yeah.
Same thing in crypto as well. What happens is that there's many stories of crypto of guys making 10x's. Even in a week, it's there.
Yeah.
Is it possible? Yes. But is it probable? Probably not if you're chasing it. So what guys do is that they show you that, look, this person made 10x last week. It may be true. Yeah. Now let me show you how you can do it. You cannot predict a 10x. You cannot predict it. So what they do is that they show you that, then now they sidetrack you and they're like, okay, this company here, you put in $500, you'll make 10x by next week. And that's how they do it. So now with Forex, same thing as well.
Yeah.
And that's just like a quarter of what. There's many Forex scams out there. There's many different ways on how Forex scams run. I think I know how most of them work, but there's many different ways on how they run, and it's very easy to...
But that's if you're into the money and digital space, you know, because even nowadays, like people ask me like, have you heard about this? I'm like, bro, that's a scam.
Very easy.
Bro, that's a scam.
Very easy.
And the craziest part is like, anytime I tell people that, they take their money there. I'll be like, I told you.
Psychology is very interesting. Human psychology is interesting.
It's crazy.
Because even me,
you
could have told somebody about Bitcoin or Ethereum or the legitimate things.
Yeah.
They ignore it.
Yeah.
But then they've invested 10 different times in scams. You try this scam, I'm like, don't do that, it's a scam. They're like, no, let me just try with my money and see where it goes. If it works, I'll buy Bitcoin. It goes. They try another one, it fails. They try another one, it fails.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, are you finally ready to try Bitcoin? They're like, no, Bitcoin, those Bitcoin things are scam. I'm like, but the formula is so simple. Just buy the legitimate ones, you know? It's simple. But I think people tend to fall for these scams because they tend to be more attractive than crypto. Not knowing that those scams are just scams. Like crypto generally, if you have to zoom out and look at the normal financial system and everything, what are you going to invest in 4 years that will give you the returns that crypto will give you in 4 years? In many cases, almost nothing. Almost nothing. You understand? So, but now the scams have now come to dilute that. They make 4 years or 3 years look like such a long time.
It's too much time.
So they're like, no, this guy told me I can make $5,000 next week. You know, instead of you maybe making your 10x or your 100x or 50 or 20x, whatever it is, in a span of 3, 4, 5 years, you're like, you want to sidetrack it to 1 week, 2 weeks. And again, look at it. Does it make sense? You just putting in money there to doing nothing. You don't know what's happening in the company. And
unfortunately, that's not how. And that's why I say, like, you know, we're in a nation where a lot of people are desperate, to be honest. And it's very easy for them to fall into those scams. So I also don't blame them, but I can just say, like, all the information you need nowadays is online.
I also don't blame them. But if they have watched, like, for example, this, and you do the same thing, I'll blame you now.
No, come on. They will still do it.
If they watch this and then they do it, I'll still blame them. But if they haven't come across this, I won't blame you.
True.
Even me, I've fallen for some of those things. You know, when I started, there was nothing. There was no information. So you had to learn for yourself. So if you haven't gotten across information legitimate, you know, it's okay. You might be understood. But now some people listen to this, they now can go ahead and do the opposite.
Yeah, that's just a bit.
Now
that's nonsense. But they can't be helped. He can't be helped.
Many people do that.
That's true.
Many people do that. So scams are actually very easy to identify. They're very simple to identify. In fact, even right now we can talk about many scams.
Really?
There's many of them. Like,
okay, now if you can just break down a few. I mean, you know.
Number one, if anybody has approached you to invest in crypto through their platforms, that's scam. On social media.
Yeah.
Nobody should DM you first, doesn't matter who it is. If anybody DMs you first, that's a scammer.
Are you interested in making some?
Automatically, it's a scammer. Even me, I don't DM people. What I do is I put content. If anybody wants, now you talk to me. I put content, you come to me. I don't go to people.
True.
So if somebody has come and if somebody has sent you DMs, that's a scammer already.
True.
Yeah.
True.
If that crypto is actually making the money, why are they coming to you? For what? You understand?
Yeah.
You as a customer, you as the person who wants to make money, you now look for the person who you want, who will guide you in crypto, whatever it is. That is your job, not the person's job. You understand?
Yeah.
That's a scam already.
True.
Number two, if a nice white woman with nice blonde hair has approached you,
that's always a scam. That's always a scam.
You and told you that you should invest in this fancy new platform of theirs, that's either a Nigerian man or an Indian man.
No, 100%. or Chinese, like somewhere in Southeast Asia, like one of those countries.
Exactly.
Is it Philippines or something?
You've been on Telegram. Have you seen those Telegram people who are the Asians who are always sending those messages?
Yeah.
Scammers.
Yeah.
You understand? That's
Yeah.
a scammer. Number three, anything or anybody giving you guaranteed or promised returns, it's a scam.
Yeah.
You cannot go there and tell you $100 you make this amount every single day or every single month. Even every single year, it makes no sense. It's always ranges. We look at past data. You cannot predict the future.
Yeah.
So if anybody tells you you'll make this amount of money within this certain period, it's a scam.
Yeah.
You understand? Unfortunately, the three things I've talked about is where everybody flocks to.
Now that's where because that's what they want to hear. Like the same way you've said, like this human psychology, how it works, it's very different. Because like, trust me, you would give people all the warnings of red flags, but they still be displayed something like this, and they will definitely fall for it. And then also like another thing also that I can definitely say, crypto money, it is loud and it is not loud as well. Because if you see like Forex scammers, they're super loud. Super loud.
Very true.
But most crypto guys who are like, okay, it might be settled, but there are some people who flex, but most great crypto
Let me tell you.
people, like, I don't think you can be able to tell.
Crypto money, you can't tell, number one. Because I think crypto people, when they enter crypto, they have a different mentality. They value freedom more than, they value freedom more.
Yeah.
You
can have nice things, but it'll be.
So it's a bit different. And number one, I can almost guarantee you, crypto people have more money.
Of course.
If you have to open up a MetaMask wallet somewhere, you can buy all the Forex people.
No, it's so crazy because I'm always trying to tell people the same thing, like how crypto moves is very different, like from Forex. And even like the other time, what's his name? The Twitter guy, what's his name? I've missed all these guys when they came to Nairobi. Is it Jack Dorsey?
Jack Dorsey, yeah.
Yeah, because he was also in Kenya like a couple of months ago. If you bump, like let's put it out there. I hate using this analogy. Like let's say if you picked like top 50 of the best Nairobi gold diggers and you threw Jack Dorsey in CBD to just walk around. There is nobody who can be able to tell, like, even if he has like $100 in his pocket.
Somebody will even give him money. You'll be like, hey, just take.
Now forget even Jack Dorsey. Now let's go to, what's his name? Vitalik, the Ethereum guy. There is no way. Like even how women know how to detect money. If that guy walked, like he can even go to like River Road. Even nobody will even bother to ask him for money. Because first of all, be like, this guy already looks like
many of them come and even walk in town here.
They do.
They usually come when they come to visit this country. Just walk in town easily.
Yes.
It's
very crazy.
It's very crazy. So yeah.
I was involved in an NFT project back in 2020 or 2021. 2021. And was doing it with like these guys from Ukraine. So first of all, they said like, yo, when you're in your country, and we do want a meeting. I'm like, yes. Then you just come to Nairobi. They're like, no, we're in Malindi. You come to Malindi. I'm like, yo, come on. How? Why can't you? And then I was like, you know what? I mean, during that period, there was really nothing much going on. So I decided to like, okay, book my flight and accommodation and I'll come for sure. So flight details sent and then I'm on my way in 2 days. So I get there to the meeting. And then I'm like, there's no way. Because I'm looking at them, I'm like, yo, these guys look too young. And then they're like, yo, we've just stayed in Dubai for like 30 days. Now we're hopping into different countries and stuff. But just how casual they were about everything. And I'm looking around, I'm just like, yo, these people have a lot of money.
Crypto people have a lot of money. There's a video that trended.
A lot of money.
There's a video that trended, you know the rapper Rick Ross?
Yes.
So Rick Ross, the time he was trying to make fun of crypto people, he was like, crypto, the metaverse, show me cash, show me money. There were guys in the comment section saying, we've seen MetaMask wallets with more bigger net worth than yours.
Yeah.
How many MetaMask or Phantom wallets do you see with so much money in them, you know?
Bruh.
So there's a lot of money in crypto. But crypto is a silent wealth. There are whales in Kenya. In Kenya especially, there are so many whales. And I know them. They're there.
What?
Yeah.
In person?
In person, yeah.
What?
I've seen people with BTC wallets worth, I think, 10,000 Bitcoins. 5K BTC, 1K BTC. So there are whales in Nairobi.
Yeah.
There are whales in Nairobi.
And those guys are super chilled. You would never
know. And crypto people value that kind of lifestyle because it doesn't mean you can't have nice things.
Yeah.
You know, there's a difference. I mean, I could also buy myself a very nice Range Rover.
Yeah.
And if I'm lucky about it, I can still go to town where nobody will know. Nobody will know.
Yeah.
The problem is sometimes people like going too extravagant and it's more. I don't think crypto is very clouty. You understand? I don't think it is it's more low key. So there are many people in crypto I know, and there are many whales in this Nairobi as well.
Because once I got into crypto, I started asking myself like, okay, how long has this thing been going on? And then I started like doing my Googles, and then like, what? Probably like 15 years. And then I'm like thinking now in my head, like, I can only imagine people who had that capital to buy a lot of things. Those people who just have money, they're looking to throw it in an investment.
Yeah.
And it caught them at that time.
Those people.
Oh my God.
Those people were just lucky.
And then let's not forget, you in a country where like we still haven't gotten to even like a place where like the conversation of like regulations and policies are in place. Bruh. Like even if you need advice from this guy. Not the government or any financial institution. No. You need advice from this guy. Because he's the kind of person who can throw money in a certain market. And if he withdraws it like this, the way CK used to do like with his shares, if he sells shares of a certain company, you guys, you're closing your company.
Very true.
You're closing your company.
Yeah.
And I think that's just the most interesting bit about crypto. And even if you have like a small amount, you just never know because we're still growing. And we're still at a very early stage. And it's still really growing like really super fast. For me, I wouldn't want to be left out now.
Being left out is there's no opportunity that's going to be like crypto that's coming.
Now let's talk about something like halving. I know there are these cycles after every 4 years. Now for my case, I'll tell you like also I'm always trying to tell people I don't know about like so many technicalities when it comes to crypto, but I do know like strategies like simple just buying, hold a bit, sell, take profits when you can. All those like simple strategies. I don't know the technicalities of it. How would you describe like halving for maybe people who are already into crypto community? Because to be honest, people who are not in crypto, they won't even understand what we're talking about.
Okay,
we're talking
that's
about
a good one.
The cycles.
So the Bitcoin halving is a very significant event in the entire crypto community. It signifies how scarce crypto is, and it's one of the things that gives crypto value. So let me explain. Normally, with governments or with central banks, money is usually printed in an unlimited way. Guys can just print money 24/7, Institutions can print money. That is not true with crypto, and specifically Bitcoin, because the halving is about Bitcoin, not crypto, but about Bitcoin.
Okay. So
there is going to be a predetermined number of Bitcoin that will ever be in circulation. You see, with cash, there's no number. You can print and print and print and print.
Yeah.
But with Bitcoin, there will only ever be 21 million.
Yeah.
Only 21 million.
Yeah.
You understand? And now that 21 million, it's not all in the market. It is going to be printed periodically. Periodically. Every 10 minutes, new Bitcoins comes into the market. And the number of new Bitcoins gets cut into half after every 4 years. So now let's go deeper into that.
Yeah.
When Bitcoin was created in 2009, so from the year 2009 to 2012, it was 50 new Bitcoins every 10 minutes being created. So 50 new Bitcoins every 10 minutes. Now, from 2012, that number of 50 halved to 25. So from 2012 to 2016, it was 25 new Bitcoins being created every 10 minutes. Now, from 2016 to 2020, it became, it was cut again into half in 2020. It became 12.5 new Bitcoins every 10 minutes.
Okay. Now I'm catching on. Yeah.
So it gets cut by half every 4 years.
Okay. So now, where are we now?
Now we are at, now from 2020 to 2024, it was 6.25. Now we're at 3.125. You understand? It gets lower and lower.
It keeps increasing the scarcity, right?
Exactly. Now, here is where the magic happens. In 2009 to 2012, where it was 50 Bitcoins every 10 minutes, who knew about Bitcoin? Very few people. You understand? That's why it was what low and many guys could grab as much as possible. Now that it changed from 2012 to 25 Bitcoins every 10 minutes, now more guys started knowing about Bitcoin. You understand? 2020, when it's 6.25, millions of people know about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Now, later on, imagine 10, 15 years from now, there'll be a time when it's like 0.5 Bitcoins every 10 minutes or something like that.
That's crazy.
And that time it'll be the billions. So you see, it's getting scarcer and scarcer and scarcer, while the demand is just getting higher and higher and higher.
And the technology just involved in that is just like, that's what I'm saying. It's just too much to understand, even for, I bet even like developers like in Kenya, they don't really understand all the technicalities involved. Because the unfortunate part, what I realized by going to like certain events, and I stopped, it's like, most people who are like techies and stuff, yes, they do know about the technicalities, but they don't even own Bitcoin.
I hate that.
I was just like, what am I doing in this room? What am I doing here?
That's exactly. I feel you completely.
I found that these guys, in fact, I remember now, like, that these guys I found like in the mall, and they were just like running around, like asking people like, yo, you need to join this exchange and stuff. I don't remember which exchange it was at the time and everything.
Tell me the year, I can guess. Which year was it?
2-3 years ago.
2-3 years ago. So definitely not Binance. It wasn't BitGet, or it wasn't...
Not BitGet, I would have remembered.
Not KuCoin.
No. I've remembered who it was. It was these guys who were doing, the guys who were stopped KCC, the guys who were scanning people's retinas and stuff. Yes, WorldCoin, right? So these guys are just rushing. At the time I was at the hub, Karen. So these two guys, they rushed to me and they're just like, yo, bro, just please register. I'm like, no, I'm not interested in registering. Oh, bro, by the way, this is a new coin. Do you know about crypto and everything? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm like, here's the thing. I will register with you guys. If you show me your wallet, and you show me your wallet, and whoever has the most in their wallet dictates the terms. It's like, okay, bro, I'll show you. I have this. And and then I'm asking them, first of all, is this thing in any exchanges, first of all? Said like, no, but it's still in the process. It will get in. I'm like, so it's not even on Binance if I wanted to go to... They're like, no, not yet, but it's about to be. I'm like, show me your wallet. You show me your wallet. And then I opened my wallet. I was just like this. I was just like, bro, please be my mentor. I was like, no, that's not the point. I'm just trying to tell you, try and understand the things that you're dealing with, because still, even for you, don't just be a seller. Even if you're getting into something, why not own a percentage of it?
It's important.
Or given like a bunch of like those, it's called WorldCoin or whatever it was called. It's just, is it worth anything, first of all? Was it worth anything?
It came on exchanges and all that, but the method on how they got it, I just waited. I could buy on Binance.
Exactly.
In fact, it was at a discount.
Oh,
almost 80% discount.
Now you see.
And I didn't have to scan my eye.
There you go. Because even for me, I was just like, why is anybody getting their eye scanned, first of all? And that was like, for me, just like something that's alarming. But then again, that also shows you how so many things can come, like even into the Kenyan market. And even without, because I knew for one, I was trying to tell people in a debate that, but they've been given permission to do this in a mall. They were given permission to do this like at KICC in public. I mean, that's a little bit of a red flag, because you don't really know what they're going to do with your biometric scan. It can be used for anything.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's a bit tricky, because even Binance, it's just like, a picture of your face, not scanning the retina. That's just a bit on the extreme
that
side.
one, they've really...
That was a bit on an extreme side. But anyway, now back to a few of my questions. I don't want to, but we've deviated. But I told you, like, once I get somebody who talks about crypto, that's me. Just get excited about so many different things.
With crypto, I can talk for as long as possible.
So now, what advice would you have for a beginner who has $100? Because I'm assuming, like, for a normal Kenyan, the most money, if they're still 50-50, they can try and commit $100. So what advice would you have for somebody who has $100 and they're just trying to get their feet wet in crypto?
I'd say if you have $100, you know what? Let me maybe kind of change what I was going to say. I feel like crypto rewards consistency as opposed to a one-time investment. I'd rather, if you have $100, you can maybe start with that $100, and then maybe if you have a source of income wherever it is, even if it's not a lot of money, even if you can maybe put $10 a week or every 2 weeks, that will do you well. You understand? As long as you're able to commit that, the same way guys can commit to savings and all that, just be consistent, you will be rewarded. There's a website you can use to track how much people made from dollar cost averaging. It's
Really?
DCA, BTC.com. You can see how much guys have made from DCAing in BTC for the last couple of years. So you can check even from, let's see if it's the exact website, DCABTC.com. Is it the one?
DCABTC.com.
Exactly. So you can just put the numbers there and see how much you'd have made if you started DCAing from this amount of time. What? You understand? That's only for Bitcoin. If you want to check for Ethereum and the others, there's another website called costavg.com. That's now you can see how much you'd have made if you dollar cost averaged into like Ethereum and those other coins. And then now you can see where you'd be now.
So how do we check, like, if we're trying for this, like, let's say maybe $10 weekly for 3 years, right?
So $10 weekly for 3 years. Let's say you did it from 3 years ago.
Yeah, because we're in 2025, say 2022 or 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You've put weekly or monthly?
I put weekly.
And that's a reasonable amount. If you're talking about like just $10 and just dollar cost average.
Yeah. Let me try, because I'm seeing here it's looking a bit... Let's try this one. It's a different one. So you can use the other alts.
Okay.
So you can see weekly $10. You can choose the date. So maybe most people heard about BTC during the bull market, which is not a good time to start.
During COVID, right?
Yeah, during COVID. So we can do 2020.
Okay.
Let's do January 2020. If anybody was dollar cost averaging from January 2020, $10 weekly till now, and consistent, you just look at $10 weekly. If you had that in the bank, that would now be worth $2,900.
Only $10,000. Only $10 like weekly.
Yeah, $10 weekly.
Okay.
You'd have saved about, give or take, $10 is about $1,200 bob. That would have been, so you'd be having about 200 and almost 2,000. That's $3,000. That's how much? About 380.
380 there. Close to 400k.
Close to 400k.
Yeah.
Now with Bitcoin, you'd have had now about $11,000 from that $10 weekly. You understand?
You hear that, guys?
So
you see?
So
$10 weekly, an average person in Nairobi can do it.
You can actually do $10 weekly. Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe you can use that $100 ya kuanzia. Then now, whatever job it is you're doing, whatever it is, you can remove that some $10, work to $10 and literally be religious doing it. You know, be disciplined doing it, be religious. You can make good money from that. You understand? Dollar cost averaging. And it's not too late to start because still the world has not caught on to it yet.
Yeah.
It's still not too late. So if you want to follow that strategy, it could really help you.
It makes sense so that you don't look at it as like such a big thing. Because I think there was a friend of mine who was saying like, because I remember I was trying to tell him like, just buy a bit of Nini. But he was dollar cost averaging and withdrawing money after the Nini. But I'm like, it makes no sense what you're doing. That's not dollar. That's something else. It's not called dollar cost averaging.
Exactly. That's
just actually not even trading. It's even worse. Because even trading can give you like Nini. Because you're saving up and then as it starts gaining value, just withdrawing everything. I was just like,
people. It's because they haven't built a conviction. That's why you see some small gain. If you don't have enough conviction, There's two kinds of people who bought Bitcoin. Let's say three kinds of people who bought Bitcoin in 2010. There is the ones who had conviction. So I usually like using the example of this guy who told guys to buy Bitcoin at $1. I don't know. I think you know him, Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Someone like him, if you watch the video, he said he'll analyze the technology. He was like, this thing actually has potential to be here and here and here. So that person was like, you know what? I can risk this amount of money. I buy. Let's see where it is in 10 years. Hodling is not easy, guys. It's even easier to trade.
Hard.
It's even easier to trade. I'm telling you.
It's hard.
Hodling.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've messed up a few things on my portfolio, and now I understand. Like I've learned.
You could
things
sell
the
now,
hard way.
and then it just starts. It happens very commonly.
What are you even talking about? Let's even go to like 2 weeks ago, because the podcast, depending on when we release it, right? So I'm always trading like ETH. Okay, swing trading, like maybe in a week, once. Or every 2 weeks. So just depending on how the market is going. So I'm always trying my best to be in tune with like the big announcements, like the Federal Reserve meetings and all those things, because they trigger like a bit of the market, right? So I'm just chilling. No, ETH was still at what? At 1800 or something. So I'm just looking, like I've studied like between like Wednesday to Friday, I'm on point. I'm just chilling. I'm like, you know what? Let me I've made a bit like $200. Let me just, withdraw my profit, chill, and try back in. Like just almost like immediately, let me give it till like Monday when I'll go back in. So I just enjoy my $200, go to Amazon. I send the guy who ships me my stuff. Shopping and everything, comes to Monday, we're already like at 25, 26 there.
Fat green candle, eh?
I'm like, wait, what? So I'm like, and then the worst thing is like, like some of the ground rules that I've already come to understand is like, as long as you have like enough money, like in your portfolio, something that you're holding, and this is just for trading, never chase the market.
Never chase the market.
So, of course, I stand my ground. I'm not chasing the market, bro. So I'm just chilling.
Never chase the market.
We hit 3,000.
Even for...
I'm not chasing the market. I'm like, no. Bro.
Even if it's tempting.
Yes.
It's called you're trying to revenge. Do not revenge trade. Do not revenge them. Don't chase it. If the green candle has gone,
just leave it. Leave it.
Kangumu, stay strong.
Yeah.
Just leave it.
And the craziest part also, like I remember there's a friend of mine, I told him like, remember there's a time like ETH got like a drop and it went up to 13. I was like, listen, bro, I'm holding like right now. So I can't liquidate to buy. That makes no sense. I'm already holding. For you, I know you have money. Trust me, if you're buying at 1,300, this thing will bounce back in like a week or two. Because this is just like a minor setback. But the trajectory right now for crypto is going up. Definitely. So him is like, let me just hold until it gets like 900. I'm like, 900. I'm like, bro, 900. There's no, it's going to go to 900. But 1,300 is not bad because we were just at like 18 and everything. 13, it's going to bounce back probably in like 2-3 days. So he said he decided to wait. Yeah, now we're at 3,800. And it's just like, bro, I really wish I listened to you. I'm like, but certain decisions, I think you can only make them like there and then when it comes to crypto. But one thing you should do is like never chase the market. But if an opportunity arises where you have money and maybe the thing has gone down to like 60%, bro, you have to buy.
No, you have to buy.
You just have to buy.
I always tell people there's another simple indicator I'd say somebody should use, especially as a beginner.
Yeah.
Let me just open it here. CoinMarketCap. I'm sure you know CoinMarketCap.
I do, but I don't use it.
I also don't use it. I prefer CoinGecko, but let me see here.
I have CoinGecko.
It's not even about CoinMarketCap. It's just this fear and greed.
Oh, yeah. I have that like on my...
Fear and greed.
My Binance shows that, if I'm not wrong. I set it up like...
So, fear and greed index. So, you see that whole fear and greed? Exactly,
so
that one.
I always have it open.
Just make sure when it's here red, buy. When it's green, you can sell. But when it's here, just buy. That's good.
Okay.
That's a very easy strategy because...
So, if it's towards the red...
best time to buy.
Best time to buy.
When it's towards the green, best time to sell. That's simple strategy. Simple.
True.
Just follow Warren Buffett's investment style. Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others
Actually,
are greedy.
that's when the market is red, when there's blood in the streets, that's when you go in.
That's when actually guys in my community are very happy. I always like running random polls here. I'm like, when it's red, guys are like, yes, we have discounts.
But now when it's red, you do have to have the money though. Because now if you're holding the assets, there's really nothing you can do.
Exactly.
And that was my case when ETH did the 1,300. And I'm telling you, like in 2 days, it was up $1,000. I was just like, I've never been so furious. I was just like, you know what?
The crypto market is designed actually to frustrate you. It will frustrate you.
Yeah.
If you don't have patience, you'll be frustrated.
But it teaches you so many different things because the craziest part is like, right now, even if like I opened my wallet and it was down like, at 5,000, 10K, I'd still be okay. I'd sleep like a baby at night.
Same.
Because I know like, in a week or 2 weeks, it's going to recover because the trajectory we're still going on is upward trend. So now, you explained the halving now. And I think right now we are on the last, is it the first year after the halving?
Yes.
But also right now, things are happening a bit strangely because of institutional adoption.
Exactly.
So it's not the usual, how it used to be like after halving, like, the market goes down and everything is quiet. Right now, there's so much noise and acquisition by like just so many financial institutions, right? So what strategy would you have right now, just as a crypto person? Or if you were to give like crypto people like a strategy, are we holding until like, let's say January, February, March, plan an exit, or we just keep holding forever?
No, plan an exit. There's one thing which I never agree with.
Just a plan and exit.
Yeah, there's one thing I never agree with. So, okay, as much as yes, I also love Bitcoin, it's my favorite coin. I'm not a maximalist, you understand? I don't believe in this thing of holding forever, and I can make money from it. You understand?
Michael Saylor, man.
Michael Saylor. I forget even. See, someone like Michael Saylor is different. He has billions and billions. He can do it. You understand?
Yeah.
But if you have if you don't have the same money as him, I still believe there's opportunities you can use to get more Bitcoin. If you actually want to be a Bitcoin maximalist and maximize on Bitcoin, there's opportunities. Markets go up, markets come down. There's someone in 2017 bull market. They sold 200 Bitcoins at the top. And kind of sold 200 Bitcoins at the top, had it in cash. The market crashed all the way from 20,000 back down to 3,000. That same money, they bought the same 200 BTC they sold, they bought 900 Bitcoins.
Bruh.
Now, how would you do that with your own cash outside there? You understand?
Yeah.
If that person just kept on holding, they'd be having still 200 BTC.
True.
But they sold there and then now bought back again down here and they got almost hundreds more Bitcoin. You understand? So it's all about getting as much as possible. So what I'd say is that right now, we are still in the phase where we should be hodling because we still haven't experienced the true potential of a bull market. We haven't experienced it yet.
Yeah, but still, remember, the question is, when are we supposed to exit? Because now we do know we're still at, I won't say the date of the recording of the episode, but it's still going to drop this year. But I'm trying to think of, are we thinking that the highest point will be around Jan or Feb of 2026? That's what I'm anticipating. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm anticipating, your range is very short, but I'm anticipating anywhere between November to Feb, you're right. But mine is a bit earlier as well.
November? You don't think we'll max it out even through December? Like proper,
Bitcoin usually has or rather crypto usually has exponential phases where you can get $1,000, $10,000 candles, very fast.
Yeah.
When that happens, the crash can also happen very fast.
Of course, yeah.
So that's why I like giving a range so that you can be safe.
So you think November?
Between November to Feb, March, I'd say that.
No. That's too nini. Let's narrow it down somewhere. November to March. That's just 4 months. That's a whole quarter.
Okay, if you're
to pick between 2 months.
Yeah. Then if I'm to pick between 2 months, Dec Jan.
Actually, that's even for me. I'm thinking there.
Dec Jan.
Dec Jan.
2 months. Yeah. Dec Jan should be the time when you should be planning now to
Because I think people abroad. Okay, people with the biggest wallet. I'm guessing they are like overseas, probably States, Europe, and then probably now trickling down to Akina UAE probably, and then now before it goes down to other like little African countries. Oh, China does have crypto as well, right?
A lot. Okay, Asia is actually almost the biggest market. Yeah.
Okay, so we can say between States and Asia, and then Europe, and then now we come down to UAE and then Africa. So I would say probably because the States would have winter, more people will be indoors. If there's anything to do with money, it's to throw it in crypto. Yes or no during winter?
Crypto is very active during winter.
Yeah, exactly.
Summer is very dead. So like normally around this time, nothing much generally.
So I think also December probably it will just be green, probably proper.
That's why we usually have October, November, December, January is usually very good for crypto.
Exactly.
October, all those November.
So December, January there, and I don't know, like what are your predictions for something like Ethereum and BTC and Solana? Let's touch on those three.
All right. So I generally
give me yours, and then I'll give you like what I think they'll be at, and then we'll just see like what crypto guys think. Plus, we'll see the outcomes as well.
Yeah, very true. So right now BTC is at, as we speak today, it's around 117, 118K. Maybe we push to about 150, 160.
Don't see it getting 200.
I say we push to 150, 160 conservative. I'm being conservative.
Okay. So Dec Jan,
conservative 150, 160. But non-conservative, we can potentially even go to 250. Non-conservative.
Okay.
Because again, crypto does not go where everybody thinks it goes.
True.
Crypto never goes. It goes beyond.
And this is not even because weather forecast is more accurate. You're using instruments. For crypto, we're just thinking about how factors like institutional adoptions, new policies coming in place, new developments in the apps. There's so many things that are playing like a factor when it comes to that.
That's why I'm saying conservative. Okay. At 160, but not conservative. We can even push to 250.
Okay.
From experience, because crypto does not go where people think. When guys think it's going to go to 150 and guys now sell, that's when it goes down to 250.
I swear.
It happens like that normally.
And the ranges are always so big, man.
They're so big, exactly.
Okay, Ethereum. What do you think about Ethereum?
Right now we're currently at, as we speak, we're at 3,580 or something.
Yeah, we're 3800.
We're 38 in the morning right now, so 38. You really grew this weekend, eh? Wow.
Yes.
This week was a good one, eh?
Yeah.
So 38, Ethereum conservative 7K, beyond conservative, I'd say maybe 12. Beyond conservative, because Ethereum, the plan was for it to go to 10K last cycle.
Yeah, that was the plan. That's true.
But it didn't. So now we have the ETFs, we have the institutions, we have all that. So
and a lot of institutions are buying Ethereum. That's the crazy part, and it's just something that everybody has just been waiting for, and then we're just like, you know what? But let's say if you are an Ethereum holder, right? And we hit that 10K. Me, I'm thinking like 10K, I have to exit, man. 10K,
exit.
10K, I automatically, I just have to sell.
Exit.
But the craziest part is like what I'm thinking the same way you've said at times. I think if you exit at 10K, you might go to 25K. I swear. I might exit with ETH, but I'll exit half my portfolio for Ethereum. I don't think I can go all out because I think Ethereum is just one of those things that it's been exploding. Like when it's growing, it goes crazy. And I think it might actually do that if... Can you imagine?
It goes crazy. And once you see Ethereum blowing right now, the rest of your altcoins, my friends, that's now when you enjoy.
Yeah, everything else is just going to go. Everything is going to
The reason why it's been like this, Ethereum has not really...
It hasn't done anything yet. So
once you see Ethereum moving, Now that's now when you see the momentum coming back in such a big way. Yeah. So
Okay. Solana conservative 500, non-conservative 1,000. Shit. 1,000 is crazy.
Non-conservative 1,000, conservative 500.
Well, yeah, if you think about it as well, because also Solana has, let me tell you.
It's a retail chain,
Yeah.
It's a retail chain. So after Ethereum, it's Solana. So now imagine all that volume comes there.
Oh.
Plus now also institutions are also now looking into Sol because of the interest.
Now let me tell you a story about Solana. So now this is 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I think. Yes, 2 years ago. So I'm always doing like my morning jogs around Huru Gardens. So I'm just going around Huru Gardens. I'm just looking at Solana updates because I always get my notifications when you get like a 10% or decrease, increase, 20%. So this friend of mine who I always talk to about crypto, we talk about him, he doesn't buy. He buys and sells all the time. So he's not holding anything. Me, I'm always buying and holding. But Solana drops from 160-ish there. In less than 24 hours, it did a crash to $22. So I'm looking at there, and I'm telling my friend, like, should we buy? At the time, I'm looking at it, I'm like, and it's so silly because you have money that you've reserved, let's say, for ETH and everything else. And then I'm just telling my friend, but I do have this $1,000. It was $1,500, but I don't want to touch it. I know Solana has gone to $20, $22. But what if I buy and then it keeps just dropping again? And then in my head, I'm thinking like, from $20, how low is it supposed to drop? There is no way it's supposed to drop like no much lower than $20. Or even if it did, I mean, it's worth the risk.
It is, yeah. It's actually better to buy when it's like that.
But that's not what I did. So I didn't buy.
I can't blame you for not buying Solana though. I can't blame you.
So I was 50-50 though. I was very 50-50 because I'm like, then again, the $1,500, it's not much in crypto. Again, this is just crypto talk. That's how crypto people talk.
Yeah.
But $1,500 is a lot of money again. It's still a lot of money.
But
so do I want to put it in like a coin that's right now it's not active, NFTs are not doing well, there's no big conversations around it. So I'm just like,
that is the time you invest.
I said like, you know what? I told my friend like, what do you think? Him said like, hey, me, I wouldn't touch it. So even me, I'm just like, you know what? I don't think it's worth it.
Was that your first bear market?
No. The first bear market was after... now, that was the worst experience. My first bear market was this fucking guy, FTX.
Yeah, that is your first bear market.
Oh, that was the...
I'm talking about the bigger picture, not like this monthly ones. I'm talking about
the
cycle. That was your first bear market.
And I'll tell you the worst part about that, Nini. I had acquired some crypto, and I was in Binance, right? That was the wallet that I had at the time. Now I do have like some other ones that, just for super storage. But believe it or not, I was getting paid during the pandemic with crypto. So I was stacking up like on any crypto because Western Union was hard to use, other Ninis were hard to use. As the market starts crashing, I don't know how to liquidate. So I'm just looking at the numbers. I'm refreshing, the numbers keep going down. And then I'm like, wait, so how am I supposed to do this? I'm like, should I just wait? So I'm going to other people, forums and everything. Guys are like, no, relax. This happens, just relax. I'm like, okay, let it just, because it crashed within like 24 hours or it had started before. Just slowly. So every time you refresh the wallet, it just keeps going. And then the only way I knew how to was actually not do like a spot trade or anything close to that. It was just like sell, like go to BTC, go to peer-to-peer and sell. What's the Mpesa limit at the time? $250. That was the only liquidation I could do during that bear market. And I had so much. So much. I did not know a simple thing of just even spot trade. I didn't know, because in my head, I'm like, at what point would I ever need this? One, I've already been taught by the best people in crypto, don't need to sell, you just need to hold. So trading is for those scammers and everything. That's not for me. Me, I'm a holder. Hey.
Don't be lied to. Sell. You need sell. Don't
So I didn't know how to liquidate. That's the unfortunate part. And the market was crashing. And it really came down to like, Ethereum came down to $900. And I remember that day, like walking just like where I used to live. And my friend is like, hey, Akin meskia crypto, you guys are suffering now. And then I'm like, bruh, Ethereum is at $900. If you want to buy, you can just buy now. Because we had gotten from like 4,000 and something to
4,700 all the way to 900.
I was done. I was just like, you know what? If this is how people die in life, it's okay by the way. I've already had like my worst heartbreak. That was it.
Liquidation is something that people actually also need to think about.
Yeah.
Although it shouldn't be the first thing you think about, but it's something you should have in your mind. Let me tell you another story about 2017 bull market, which is why I personally do not like Coinbase Exchange. When Bitcoin hit now 10K, it was now rallying to 20K.
Yeah.
Coinbase just said, we cannot handle the volume, so we are halting withdrawals. So anybody who was a Coinbase customer could not withdraw from 10 all the way to 20,000. And they opened withdrawals again when now Bitcoin came back to 6,000 or to 8,000. That's now again when they opened withdrawals. So imagine just seeing gains there on the screen. Since then, I've been an enemy of Coinbase. I tell guys, no, I don't use Coinbase at all. Let's leave it for
Coinbase can be for holding. MetaMask can be for holding, but I would not use them for if something is happening in the market, you need something reliable like Binance.
Yeah, something.
Market price, spot trade, you can do like your trail stops. That's it. Like those are the major things that I deal with when it comes to buying and selling.
Very, very, very important. Very important. Also, as much as also use Binance, the comment also use like the wallets. Like you said, MetaMask, Trust Wallet, which is also Binance's wallet. Trust and Binance are together.
Trust?
Yeah, Trust Wallet. I think you don't self-custody your coins, do you? You keep them on exchanges mostly.
I do have Trust.
Oh, you have
but
Trust?
As you can see, I haven't updated it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story about MetaMask. So crypto is doing well. Is doing well.
Yeah.
It does have a seed phrase, right?
Yeah.
So I have like all my passwords and stuff like I had put at the time on my notes and I've locked. So crypto is doing well. Get a new iPhone. I'm like, you know what? This old one, I don't even need it anymore. Come on, let me pass it down to someone. Bruh, I'm coming to reinstall my apps and everything. My seed phrase at the time. A majority portion of the crypto at the time was also at MetaMask as well. Because I'd said like these ones that I don't need to trade, they can be MetaMask. Because you can spread them out like in different wallets. So I'm opening my notes. This password thing is not opening on the notes. So I try to put my password. It's incorrect.
Never lose your seed phrase, guys. You will lose your entire network if you lose your seed phrase.
The lessons I have learned, the hardest lessons I've learned about crypto, but funny enough is because I remember I had put it in, I had sent it from like a screenshot of it from one of my emails to another email. And then I was like, I remember. So I went, put and everything. And then for one, I didn't have my seed phrase. And for two, my password for the notes also, they were not there. So everything was like on that email. So I opened the email, got the password for that, and I got the password for the ini. So there's some things if you're getting into crypto and you're moving like, your coins as well, you really need to understand seed phrase, importance of passwords. And MetaMask, first of all, who are you calling?
You're not calling anybody.
You're not calling anyone?
You're not calling anybody.
Binance, you can be helped.
Yeah.
MetaMask,
There's two levels
gone.
of storage of your crypto.
It's
There's the self-custody.
Yeah.
There's non-custodial and custodial. So
Okay.
custodial is not the Binances and the rest. Who now at least you can there's forget password option. There is there's support and everything. Now non-custodial is the trust wallets, the MetaMasks, the
Are you
wallets.
big on that?
I feel like it depends on the kind of person you are. There's risks to both. If you're somebody who's very careful and you can store your own stuff, then I'd say go for the self-custody. But if you're somebody who, let's say, for example, you misplace your keys easily, you lose things somehow, maybe you can misplace this here, just stick to Binance and the exchanges,
True.
It's important to know where you are, But Binance is a good exchange, but also self-custody is important. I say self-custody is good if you're holding for years plus.
Yeah,
but
like you're just holding.
Just buy, send there and hold. But if you're planning on selling, then you cannot transfer it somewhere like Binance. But even if you want to sell, there's something also I think you need to get yourself as somebody who wants to liquidate. There's levels of liquidating. So there's liquidating through P2P on Binance, which could be very limiting sometimes.
Okay. Can I challenge that? But don't forget your chain of thought.
Can somebody with $500,000 liquidate on P2P?
No. Hold on. Okay. I have to respond. Give me a chance to respond. Okay, here's the thing. When it comes to liquidation, you don't really need to withdraw through P2P. You can just hold USDT. I think that's like the easiest way.
But what if you want to buy an apartment in Kenya? You have to buy an apartment.
Come on now. Anybody who's dealing with those big numbers right now, okay, here's the thing. What I came to realize is crypto in Kenya is there because there are people with a lot of money moving a lot of money. So if we're talking about apartments right now, you can pay with crypto. Because if it's property and real estate, who will you be dealing with? Somalis? You think they don't know how to move crypto?
Yeah, they do. In fact,
most probably.
In fact, my OTC trader is Somali.
There you go.
You're right.
There you go. So you understand also with them, there's some certain conversations right now when you're dealing with a certain amount of money. It's like, let's say you're going to buy a car and then somebody's like, kama haukuji, if you're not coming with cash, we can't sell you this car. Like, bruh, what kind of century are you living in?
You want this car to go, don't you?
Yeah,
take my payment method.
Exactly.
You want it to go.
Like even down in Costa, I think there are like 2 cards that deal with Nini. If you can, they have like open. If you want to pay, you can pay with crypto. Smart. You want to pay with BTC, USDT, that's up to you.
In fact, as a business person, it would be a very wise move for you to accept crypto. Number one, because it's easier. Number two, also it's good marketing for yourself.
Yeah, good marketing. Plus, let's say if somebody's paying you with, forget even USDT, like just BTC or ETH. Like even right now, if they pay it with you, whatever they're paying with you, it's gaining value. Like you'd wake up tomorrow, probably it's like 100, 200 G's more.
Exactly.
Why would you say no to that? That's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to certain amounts of money, when you're dealing with those people, they kind of know how to move that kind. Because even through your bank, how are you moving 500 M?
Are you not?
How?
That's true.
$10,000 already. You need to declare this, that, right? Where is this going?
One time, even $5,000, they give me some stress. I was even like, what?
Bruh, I would never forget this. There's a time I was sending money to a client. Where was it? In Ghana. Yes, Ghana. Through Bank of Africa. I sent 50K today, and then went the next day to send 50K. The lady at the counter was like, if you're sending this amount of money, it might look like you're doing money. I'm like, money laundering, 50,000 Kenyan shillings money laundering. That's not even the Mpesa limit. What are we laundering with 50,000 Kenyan shillings? Apaka was just like, even the lady who's buying tomatoes from Marikiti to come and selling them during the day, she's making more than that. For business purposes, people who are sending money, that's not too much. So when the levels that you keep growing with money, even the people that you're dealing with money, even before you ask it, they'll ask you probably, how do you want to pay for it?
That's true.
Yeah. Say crypto, they're like, okay, here's our wallet.
Guys who have that, whose net worth is that high, they use USDT.
They know.
Because with USDT, whether I'm sending $1 or $1 billion, it's the exact same process.
It does. And it will reflect in how long?
A few seconds. Click. You're done.
Pap. but somehow through the bank if you're making that payment. Even before they process
nobody
it.
in UAE is using banks nowadays. They're all using USDT actually.
Oh,
they're all
really?
buying cars with Ethereum and
Really?
Bitcoin and USDT. That's how they buy cars. Every time I keep on seeing, whenever I see a new, like every bull market, like last year, there were guys who were buying Lamborghinis with Solana. They're like, oh, this one is how much? 900 Sol. They buy it very fast. Wait, what's your address? 900 Sol. Another one, Ethereum. In fact, I saw this influencer online, this one who bought a Bugatti with Ethereum.
Yeah.
Imagine in the bull market at the peak, you bought that Bugatti when Ethereum was $4,000, which means you got it at a discount.
Yeah.
Now imagine Ethereum has come down. You got it at almost nothing compared to the original cost. You understand? So crypto is an easy way to transact. Even me, for the
payment
most part,
system, you can't beat crypto. There's nothing that can be.
I buy my groceries with crypto myself. I do everything with crypto.
But not in Kenya.
Even in Kenya, I can do it since I have my cards. I have my debit cards.
Wait, so, okay, you need to explain this to me. So the debit card, you get it from, the countries that offer those cards, right? And then you can top it up with crypto.
USDT, yeah. Or Bitcoin, whatever it is.
Oh, and then you can use it like, so even if it's in a restaurant, you can just use your...
Because remember, the debit cards are partnered with MasterCard or Visa.
So I had forgotten.
Anywhere that accepts MasterCard and Visa, which is everywhere, I can just use my card. So I have, like, Binance also has their card, Binance card. You can just go, if I want to go to even Chicken Inn, I go there and just...
I need that. Card. Oh, wait, but can I get a Binance card in Kenya? Or it has to be like...
not yet. Kenya not yet. So I have KuCoin, I have a KuCoin card, Crypto.com card, Binance and Bybit. But
you can just get from abroad. You can easily like get cards. I know it's not like a big deal. You can just get, right?
You can easily get for sure.
Oh man!
I also believe they really invested heavily there because I think also there most guys use cards. I don't think here many guys use cards.
No,
like
that's true. That's true. Because as we are still like, and Mpesa especially when it's there, before people now move to cards, it's gonna take like a little bit of
take
some time. But
which is good for me. I can book an airline. Like I remember, it's so good not having to withdraw your crypto. In fact, at least you came after stable coins. Back in 2016, 2017, there were no stable coins.
I don't know how people would. So I don't even understand what is
to happen. You take profits by selling back into Kenya shillings. Imagine. So imagine how the market has gone up. You have to take profits by selling shillings again. You have to look for a merchant P2P on local bitcoins or Paxful. They give you Mpesa. Then when the market is down again, you buy back again.
And I'm sure even then, maybe the Mpesa was like 40,000 or was it 50 probably?
Yeah, it was
super minimal there. Super minimal, if I can think about it.
Yeah, super minimal. So stable coins is, I believe, actually the best thing that ever happened to our market is stable coins. Because now, if I see the coin, I just go and swap over there on Binance. I just shop back to take profits. Then now if I want to spend it, let's say I need to buy dinner for tonight, or, I just... whatever it is, Uber Eats or dinner, I just buy tomatoes with my Bitcoin and or my USDT.
Okay, but I think that's also like another thing. You see, like even what we're talking about right now, I don't think those schools are teaching people about this payment system. When we're talking about like you can be able to send this amount of money within less than 10 seconds, it's reflected on this other person.
It needs to start in Kenya because in Europe they're already doing it.
In Europe, in fact, in schools they're already teaching.
If you go to if you're doing an economics course in Europe, Bitcoin is part of the
what?
It's part of the syllabus. So you learn about blockchain, about the halving, about how it works and the cryptocurrency system. So it's already there. But now Kenya, we need to we need to move faster.
But how long do you think that's going to take? Let's just be honest. If you were to give a timeline on how fast like the Kenya education system would implement even something like blockchain or crypto in their system, how soon do you think that can be done?
It will take some time, I think. It will really,
10
really
years?
take some time. Probably 10 years.
Do you understand in 10 years where crypto will be?
It will be over. By that time, we'd have been out. We are here, man.
Exited, probably.
We are there.
We've exited the market.
We've exited Kitambo long time ago.
Now people are talking about, during our days, we used to do this, we used to do that.
We'd be there. How did you guys get rich?
Okay, now let's go to investment strategies. So I do have like some guidelines which are just throwing, and I think we'll probably push another 40 minutes if you're okay with it.
I can talk.
Okay, good. Okay, so when it comes to crypto trading strategies, personally, what would you recommend? Either holding, swing trade, dollar cost averaging. What has worked for you? And even if it's not what has worked for you, what would you recommend? Because now maybe you've learned like your lessons.
So between dollar cost averaging, swing trading,
and dollar cost averaging
and holding.
Holding, swing
averaging.
trading, and dollar cost averaging.
I'd say don't stick to one. You must have all of them. You understand? Because there's different seasons. If you had, let's say you have $1,000.
Yeah.
If you have $1,000 during the bear market, it did make sense to do dollar cost average. You'd make less money.
True.
So if you started now dividing it into, let's say, $50 a week and to invest it periodically during that time, you'd have had significantly less.
You're missing out.
You're missing out. So let's say, for example, now everything has crashed. Everything is now down 80, 70%. You don't ever take that full 1,000,
throw it,
put it inside, relax. That's now what you should do whenever the market has crashed during those bear markets. The best strategy at that time is to hold.
Yeah.
Now, when the market has now begun recovering, I'd say the best thing to do is now swing. What is the other option? You said
swing trade.
And the other one?
Holding, swing trade, and dollar cost averaging.
So I'd say when the market has crashed completely, you buy lump sum.
Okay.
And dollar cost averaging should be over and above that. So let's say, for example, let's say you put in that $1,000 you had, let's say, in your savings, or whatever you had in your savings, you put it in.
Yeah.
Now, any money you're earning from whatever job it is you're doing or whatever business, now that's where you can dollar cost average. That one doesn't have a time limit. Just dollar cost average regularly. It should be just done as it's like a discipline act. Just keep on doing it.
A habit that you're trying to create as well.
Michael Saylor just dollar cost averages carelessly. Doesn't even just carelessly dollar cost averages. You understand? So even I believe that one should happen 24/7.
Yeah.
Like the same, somebody would save like 10% into the bank. You understand? Even get a percentage you put in the crypto market.
True.
And swing trading should be done when the market has now begun recovering. You see, when the market has begun going up. So definitely we have moments of up and moments of down.
Yeah.
Like what I just showed you that fear and greed.
The fear and greed.
So that's
chart,
also a good chart for swing trading. Let's say in a bull market like right now.
True.
We usually move between months this way and this way. So you can just here buy, here sell, here buy, here sell. Swing trading, and very simple. People have made a lot of money from swing trading.
Yeah, because
swing trading.
It makes sense. But even for me, like right now, after like that stand for last week, now I'm just chilling, man. I'm not in a rush to do anything.
It's important also to, if you get something like that, it's important to take a break and touch grass.
Yeah.
Touching grass is important.
Because I think when it comes to also like trading, it's all psychological, especially in crypto. I don't know about Forex people and everything, because they have, even in crypto, we do have the leveraging and stuff, but I don't use leveraging, all those things.
All of it is psychological, even Forex trading, but crypto is on another level.
Crypto is different. And I'm always telling, like, you see the Forex guys wake up in the morning and you pull those stunts in crypto. You might need to be in hospital by the way.
The crypto returns are much bigger than Forex.
They're
by
way
far.
Way bigger.
However, the opposite as well.
Yeah.
If you are to again experience the negative side and the L in crypto, the loss in crypto, heartbreak, my friend, will be nothing to you.
If you've already, like, I think if we experience the FTX saga and that time, the market drop that we had that time, I think after that you can survive so many other different things. I don't think there's anything else that can be thrown now at crypto that would be able to like say like FTX was huge because it was a really big company. We're talking about like sponsoring like NBA finals, the biggest sports events, biggest crypto talks.
That one, honestly, we caught off guard.
It really caught everybody off guard and it affected the market badly because like even institutions lost faith completely. Now you can only imagine how people have had to rebuild like the faith and like now believe in crypto. Institutions are there. So now we can't afford and I don't even think it's possible to pull such a stunt because like Akina BlackRock are involved, JP Morgan, all those companies. So it's kind of hard for us now to get like a crazy dip like that.
Yeah.
Or just that somebody woke up and they were trading with people's money. I don't think that can happen. Yeah. There are so many other people in place to make sure and be accountable.
Exactly.
Right? And then now, what red flags do you look for in crypto projects or tokens?
What red flags?
Yeah.
There are many red flags. Okay. Number one, when you look at some projects' white papers, some projects overpromise things which do not even make sense. Some things which seem like only an alien can achieve. So that to me is a red flag. That just feels like they're trying to convince somebody of. They're really pushing too hard. They're lying to people. Number one. Number two, when I look at the team, because I also analyze teams. No, sorry, the community. When 100% of the communities and even the founders are pushing for the price, that's a red flag. You understand?
Yeah.
The team should be pushing for building this project, not the price. Price, leave it to us. Let us be the ones to like, this thing is going to 10K because the team is building something. You see, CZ is always talking about building.
True.
Vitalik is always talking about building.
Always.
Nobody even knows the founder of Solana. That guy is always also building. Guys, those are
They're
always
working.
So when it comes to speculation, that's our job and the people who are investing, not the team. So when I see the team talking about 10x, 10 guys, let's pump.
No. Yeah. There's something going on there.
That is a red flag.
Actually, it's a pump and dump.
It's a pump and dump.
Yeah.
So when you see the team talking like that, that's a pump and dump. Which other red flag would I look into? Which one as well?
If a lot of
if it's highly centralized, if there's so many, with crypto, you can look at all the information is on chain.
Yeah.
Everything is over there for you to see.
Yeah.
So you can see one particular project, 70% of it is held in one wallet.
Oh, okay.
That is a red flag. You understand?
Yeah.
It needs to be split up because that wallet does something like this. It can just crash everything.
And it's one person who can dictate the terms of the outcome.
Exactly. So I look at something that has been distributed very well. That's a green flag. But if it's poorly distributed, very big red flag.
Okay.
I can give those ones for now.
Makes sense. And then also another thing, because now you're stationed in Europe, a majority of the time, I'd say that, right?
Yeah, but now I'll be moving quite often between Europe.
In between. But, even also like now in Europe, it's been notorious now for just kidnapping crypto people. A lot of crypto kings are getting kidnapped in Europe and stuff.
That's
like,
true.
what are just your thoughts on something like that? And I don't even know how people know about the people who own those amounts.
That's one of the reasons why also crypto people are not as loud as Forex people.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because with crypto people, people know that with crypto people, it's assets they're holding. So if you take them, the assets which are there. Forex is mostly a skill. You don't know if this person... A Forex person could have made $10,000 today and blown it today.
Yeah.
So for you to kidnap this person, you're going to kidnap them and tell them trade for me and make for me that money. You can't. You can't kidnap them and tell them trade me this money. Then I let you go.
True.
But crypto people, maybe somebody like CZ has $24 billion. It's mostly founders, people related to founders or founders of projects or top traders somewhere.
Yeah.
That's why crypto people are very low key, except the ones in the UAE. UAE is very safe.
Yeah.
So the ones in the UAE are the ones now you'll see flexing.
I hear people balling out. I hear people balling out
in the UAE. You can't even compare with like Forex people or anything.
Those
ones have 5 Lambos, 1 Bugatti. I don't know what. They're just living life because UAE is generally safe.
Yeah.
So if you're a crypto person, I always tell people living in my community, if you're a crypto person and you're making a lot of money, I tell you. No need to be loud in a country like this.
You have to chill out.
You have to chill out.
Yeah.
When you just tell everybody ni God manze.
Yeah.
If you're a girl, you tell them small girl, big God. And you move on with life.
I think it's just like a safe thing to actually... It's the safest way you can move, especially if you're in a developing country.
Exactly.
You can't just, and I don't know how Forex people survive doing this. There is no way I'm driving some certain cars in certain places because, trust me, we've seen people getting killed for less in this country.
Very true.
So don't think for a second that nobody's watching and looking at you. Desperate people, desperate times, anything can go. And we've seen people getting just mugged for way much less, for 1,000 bob.
Much less. You're watching town, you're walking, they mug you. So
you can't be roaming around with flexing constantly around people who don't have anything. At some point, they will want to take what you have.
At some point, they will want to take. So I told people, if you want to flex, move to the UAE. If you're certain you're going to live there, then now flex freely.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're in a place like a third world country like this, or if you, it's very difficult for you to...
Because even at times you want to have certain conversation on social media, and then you're like, hey, let me just chill out on this. Let me keep quiet.
Exactly.
This makes no sense even to start talking about, because now somebody might start looking at you differently, like eyeing you like, huh? You said what?
Yeah, it's best let them assume what you have. Let them
True.
guess.
True.
Nobody can work so much on guessing.
True.
Some guys can guess. Let them cook up numbers for themselves.
True.
But
And that's why I was saying also, like, sorry to interrupt you. That's why I was saying also the only way you can understand crypto in Kenya, and just try and think about it, like, why, as much as people, there are no regulations, there are no clear guidelines, but it's still operational and everything. But what's one of like the biggest companies in Kenya that, what's like, let's say top 3 companies that pay the highest tax in Kenya?
The top 3 companies that pay the highest tax in Kenya?
Yeah.
I might guess. I don't know, but
it's just a guessing. I mean, just guess, a wild guess.
Say Safaricom is one of them.
Okay. If that was your first guess, how do you take money out of crypto in Kenya?
How do you take money out of crypto in Kenya?
Yeah, like P2P.
Like take it out of the country, or take
No, just like withdrawing.
A lot of money, or you talking
No,
about
any amount.
Just withdraw P2P. What do you mean?
Yeah, see, through Mpesa.
Yeah, through Mpesa.
Yeah, so meaning, and this is why I'm just always trying to tell people, like, if one of the biggest and highest paying tax companies in Kenya is tied directly to crypto, that's another sign for you to follow where the money
is.
And it has been doing crypto for how long?
The longest time. We've been
more than
Mpesa
10 years,
more
right?
Than 10 years, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever heard them talk about crypto? Safaricom, just in general. Have you ever seen them posting anywhere about crypto?
No.
Okay, so guys, listen and watch where
follow the
money.
Watch them.
Follow the money.
I always tell people watch the whales.
It's just there. You withdraw. Our transactions are smooth here and there, but just think about, they've never said anything about that, but it's the only way you can withdraw. Plus, you can withdraw as much as you want within the limit of the day.
Very true.
You can just do your thing, but they've never mentioned it. Oh, could they have the Mauritius join a Safaricom where they're doing campaigns here and in crypto? Like, meaning they might also be stacking up there.
Yeah, because
So I mean, but of course that's not for us to tell people. It's for you to go and do your personal research. But it's so interesting once you just take a step back and look at things and how they function. Because I remember there's a time my friend was arguing with me, and then I was asking him, like, how do you think people are withdrawing money in crypto? It's like, hey, I'm like, bruh, this is not my place, but listen. And it's not even about being like, thinking about like rocket science. It's just, there's a way like things are moving in the country. For me, it tells me like there are people with way much crazier wallets out here.
They are crazy
and
wallets.
They're moving crazy amounts of money.
Crazy wallets.
Moving crazy amounts of money. And the best part is like, now also like the way we'd say the States is backing crypto. They have it like in the government reserve and everything. As if you come to Kenya and people are saying like, oh, but this company is not touching any. My biggest companies in Kenya are touching it.
That's true.
They are. Just because you don't know, but they are. So, I mean, do your own personal research, but don't be left behind, because I think the opportunity is there, but you can only do it like before those crazy regulations and policies come in place. Once they come in place...
The best time to make money is before regulations, and even before institutions.
Actually, before institutions.
Before institutions even, because crypto is the only opportunity that we have gotten that us retail people can confront the institutions. Normally they come first, then we come, guys come with our small money.
And they dictate their terms. They dictate their terms.
But now, for the first time ever in history, we come in, and if we make something popular enough, now they join in.
Yes.
Like Bitcoin, you understand? Like Ethereum, like Sol, like XRP. Yeah. Who started XRP? It's the normal guys who just started. Normal guys started, then now they pumped it. So now you, as the retail person who's getting the investor, you should actually position yourself before the institution, so that when they come with their big money, what happens to your bags? They also skyrocket. You understand? Their money pumps your money as well.
Yep.
You understand? But if you're coming after them, they've pumped in their money and you're coming in afterwards.
It'll be too late. Can you imagine at some point where like Kenyan companies are now publicly saying they're buying this, they're buying this? You know how crazy that will be.
That will be crazy, yeah.
And how much money we'll be talking about.
A lot of money. A lot of money.
Oh, so man, crypto is just a beautiful space to be in. But man, don't be left out. If you're paying attention to new things, just take a little bit of time here and there, learn, and then see how far it can go. Just join the ride and just see how far it can go. Okay, and then now like another thing, what are your thoughts on NFTs? Because now there's no craze anymore like it used to be like during COVID time.
Not my cup of tea, but
really,
I tried NFTs in 2021 just because of the hype, and also tried buying some. They all went nowhere. I spent so much money buying NFTs.
I got into crypto. What made me get into crypto like the best? Just NFTs.
Really?
Yeah. NFTs where I made the most majority of my money.
How did you make money from NFTs? Tell me.
And listen, that's not information. Okay. We've already said. There's information we can put out
exactly.
But that's what definitely give me like a ground to actually now get, because that was the only payment option at the time. And that's why I also have like a lot of faith also in Ethereum, because at the time, for the project I was involved in wasn't getting paid in Solana, it was ETH. And then I was just like, what's this Ethereum thing? And then, but we're doing
so your gateway to crypto was through NFTs.
Yes, NFTs,
that's interesting.
Ethereum, because Ethereum was like the smart contract that we were using
NFTs,
at the time. Yeah. So I was just amused, because I was just like, you know what? This is a whole different community, different space. But after that, I've never looked back, because for me now it changed my life completely. Otherwise, I'd have still been doing like not 8 to 5, but my regular jobs, where I was doing content for personal brands and companies. And man, before people pay you, they're doing you like a favor.
In Kenya,
bruh.
I hear female content creators are being paid in hair.
Oh yeah. No, but it could be hair, it could be food.
It could be food.
Yeah, but that's what they're okay with, though.
No, they're complaining. People want cash money.
People complaining.
Money. Yeah.
Okay, but also here's the thing. Another thing about like influencing right now, why at some point you also have to look at it. It might not last for the longest time. Right now, people need an exit strategy, because for one, it's just like supply and demand. The only reason why crypto is, it's because of the scarcity.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about like now the number of influencers you're seeing like in Nairobi. Anybody who finishes school, what do they want to be? Influencing model,
social media,
all those. So if the market is too saturated, if you're asking for like, oh no, me, I want to be paid 50 Gs. Somebody else is taking hair and food.
Yeah,
why should we pay you? Why should we pay you 50? Why should we pay you 100 when this other person is okay with us giving them free food and a bottle with their friends so that they can take pictures? Why should we pay you 100?
That's a very good take, though. That's a very good take. I mean, when it comes to business, it makes sense. When it comes to business sense, it makes sense.
Yes.
For the influencers, they'll feel bad a bit, but for business, it makes sense.
For business, and think about it like, for somebody, let's say, who's at around 25, 26, 27, 28, they have other commitments, financial commitments. At that point, they start getting a little bit serious. When you get to your 30s now, let's say you're in your 30s as an influencer, your commitments are slightly different. Let's say we'd pick like the roaming chef, the guy who's cooking in the balcony, right? Does his recipes. There's somebody else who's doing like, let's say Al Karanja, he's doing like the cars and everything. Their commitments are slightly different. Somebody's looking at rent and everything. But somebody who's finished school and they're saying like, hey, just give us a booty, give us food.
Yeah, give us some food, give us a voucher.
We're good. And the craziest part about like young people? They have crazy followings on social media.
That's true.
I've interviewed people who have like 300K followers, 800K followers. There's a girl who came here and she said she's depressed because her numbers are not going high. I asked her like, okay, so how many NNEs do you have like right now on TikTok? She's at 550K.
Wow.
She's depressed. And then I told her, like, listen, I think like even, and now the problem is, that's what I'm saying, like, it's so tricky now even dealing with social media and companies and how they can budget so many different, it's very, very tricky because you have all these young people who don't understand their value. And you have people who are slightly from an older generation who are looking at things like, yo, I wish you guys knew what you have in place.
Exactly, yeah.
Because I'm just looking at it, like the way I look at numbers, and I'm always doing this math, like always like on so many different episodes. Let's say you're an influencer, right? You're crying about how companies are not paying you or anything, but you have a standard good influencer right now. They have like 250K, like let's say minimum.
Yeah.
Because I've had people here who have like up to 800K TikTok followers. And I'm like, what? So typical influencer, let's say 250K, right? And especially for girls, they have this cult-like following.
Yeah, girls have, even the engagement is...
Engagement, purchase power, if they're posting anything, like, they'll post like a makeup nini. Girls will actually go and buy, or even borrow money to go and buy a certain item. Men, not so much. We don't consume things like that, like randomly at, Nani has posted, I'm going to buy. So you have 250K followers, right? I was telling them, like, what I've seen people doing abroad, everybody always has merch of some sort. Wristband, t-shirt, or anything. Pick anything. I'm always telling all of them. Because all of them, they always say, I want to be sponsored by Coca-Cola, I want to be sponsored by KK. Those companies can give you money that will change your life.
Yeah.
You might think it might change your life, but it won't. So if you have 250K followers, right? You sell t-shirts only. Let's say, at what price? In fact, without not even the 250K guys, let's go with maybe 170K. You have 250, but let's say maybe 150K guys buy your t-shirt, right? And then let's say t-shirt price, you price it at 1,500. So, under what circumstances can there be any... Because these numbers make sense now when you look at how guys in the States who are influencers and the lifestyle they live. Yeah. So, let's say if you're in Kenya, let's not go with 100,000, because now clearly the numbers become a little bit unbelievable. It makes no sense. It makes no sense like the Kenyan market. Let's say 50,000 people. They buy your t-shirts at 1,500. 75 mil. So, typical Kenyan influencer who has over 100,000 followers, they're always chasing the wrong high.
Very true.
They're chasing the wrong high. Because if it's about numbers, there's so many other things. Let's say you can do probably, and let's just even be like, use your terms, let's be conservative, right? Let's say you go with 20,000 people. Now we're taking the bars super low. 20,000 people. You sell them a wristband so that everybody can afford a wristband, maybe 500 shillings.
Just like that.
Yeah. There's no company in Kenya giving you that money.
Exactly. That's why when it comes to building a brand nowadays, it makes sense for you to have your own particular product or service to sell. If you have your own particular product or service to sell, then you'll actually be able to make a lot. Brands are not paying anything.
They're not
going to pay you anything.
They're not.
Yeah. So it's best for guys who have a high following. If you're trying to build a personal brand, you have to have your own thing you're selling, or your own thing you're building.
I've tried telling that to a lot of young people, and to them it's just like, yo, man, that thing of holding like a Coca-Cola bottle, and I'm like, okay, even if they pay, even if it's 20, 50 or 100.
It's just that safety net, that illusion of safety that it gives. It's like a job versus entrepreneurship as well. Yeah. So yes, jobs have a safety net, but you could actually put that effort and put it into, let's say, a particular venture over here, and you can make so much more. However, now, the safety net or the illusion of safety, I wouldn't call the job safe 100% because nowadays it's not that safe.
Especially in Kenya,
Especially in Kenya. Yeah. So that illusion of safety is what keeps people wanting that. However, if you just remove that, anybody who's an entrepreneur would be like, nope, brands, what are you paying me? This is nothing. I'll create my own service and I'll start pushing it over here. Or I'll, organize even if it's a business deal, we can.
There's so many things you can do, like ebooks and stuff. Because I remember there's somebody I was having an argument with, and they're saying like, I can try and grow like your YouTube to like, 100K subscribers. I was like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Because if my YouTube is now close probably to 10K subs, right? To me, it's like the people that I need, my audience that I need. I was telling him, like, if I have a YouTube channel that has 100K subscribers, they've subscribed to my channel. I need to have a range, a Porsche, and an S-Class. Standard, because that's the only way it will make sense to me. Like 100,000 people are following me because at the end of like every quarter, I can put out like an ebook that I can sell for like, like I've said, like, 500.
Yeah, 500.
500 and that for 20,000 people, that's 10M already.
And again, if you look at all the big people globally now, what are they selling? Most of them are selling just ebooks or courses or things like that.
Ebooks, courses.
If you look at what the big entrepreneurs around the world, you can look at, Iman Gazi, the online ones.
Yes.
There's Kina Iman, there's Kina Luke Belmar.
Always.
There is, who else? What are they? All of them.
They do their talks.
And they do their talks and everything.
Yeah.
Now they do that.
The tickets are going for as high as $1,000, $2,000, $5,000.
So
meet and greets.
Nobody is chasing brands like that. Nobody.
Brands should be chasing you, not you chasing them.
And that's how it is. That's why people like the Kardashians get a lot of money because the brands chase them.
Yes.
They can get millions of dollars from brands because the brands are looking for them. Cristiano Ronaldo, the brand is looking for them.
Yes.
If you go for them, you're getting nothing, unfortunately. So,
different ways of approaching it. So for anybody who is influencing, if you take a step back and look at like just the math, and how you can like create more value for yourself. It's not through brands. Brands won't give you. And also like try and understand. I think also we're in this place where there's a lot of denial. Anybody, like, how many people are finishing school in Kenya every year and getting into the influencing space? Bruh.
It's too saturated.
I'd be on my way out, by the way.
It's too saturated.
So you can't really dictate terms.
You can't dictate terms.
And there are people who are really good because you can only imagine, like, you're trying to say, like, okay, pay me this X amount. But somebody else is coming in with 800K, maybe probably followers on each single platform that they have. And they want less and they are more passionate and they do not have bills to pay.
Very true.
Bruh. You cannot compete with that person.
You cannot compete with that person.
You can't. So, they'll always have an
The best thing to do right now is to be a self-sustained. If you want to be an influencer, unfortunately, at the beginning, you have to be a self-sustained influencer. Where now you're taking care of yourself. You don't need them to pay your bills. You're just doing it for yourself. And you're able to capture that attention that now will also get them now to come and reach out to you. Otherwise, if you're not self-sustained and you need them, you'll end up now, all of you are going to be paid in food and hair.
Food vouchers and... Okay, another question. Let me just, before I forget some of my questions here. Do you believe that Bitcoin is still king, or will Ethereum or others take over? That's just also a question that a lot of people are still like, if you're in crypto, you're still kind of trying to think.
I've been here for a while, and the whole entire first 4-year cycle ends up giving people the right answer. Bitcoin will end up still being king.
Bitcoin is king.
Yeah, it happens. Every 4-year cycle, during the bull market, all of us, and I've been there as well, all of us tend to get confused, but every bear market creates more Bitcoin maximalists because people end up realizing that, okay, Bitcoin is the one that has held us down during these tough times and everything,
Yeah.
So Bitcoin is still going to be king for sure.
Because a lot of people also still saying, like, online community and conversations, a lot of people are saying, like, also Ethereum is coming in strong because it can do so many other things that probably Bitcoin can't.
Bitcoin has the least use case in terms of, Sol can do more than Bitcoin.
True.
Tron, even can get maybe even Celo can probably do something more than Bitcoin.
So you see, like, where that conversation and debate is always but we don't know, like, in the next 10 years how it's going to be.
Yeah, we don't know in the next 10 years how it's going to be. And in the next 10 years, I'm actually somebody who I'm not a close-minded person. I'm not the kind of person who will be like, oh, BTC will be number one. BTC has its use case.
Yeah.
If something like Ethereum or Sol gets used more, it could potentially have a higher market cap.
At some point,
it can have a higher market cap. That's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
So Sol and whatever is being used more and whatever retail is adopting more, which also will now lead to institutions coming into it,
True.
will now make that particular thing have a higher market cap. That does not mean that Bitcoin is going to be useless or anything. It just means that
it's still there.
This thing is providing value that people, people are relating to it. It has a bigger network effect, let's say.
True.
So it's as of now, Bitcoin is still king. And as an advice I'll tell people who are in crypto or trying to get into crypto, don't lock yourself from any realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Because now if you do that, you'll tend to miss many opportunities. You see, many people missed NFTs because they were like, I can picture, no, I don't want to do that. Many people missed meme coins because they're like, no, I don't want to do that. And again, back in the day, many guys missed Bitcoin because they're like, no, fiat money. It's the same cycle. Just break the cycle, and then now you'll be able to get opportunities early in advance. So
true.
Maybe Sol or XRP might be number one at some point. Who knows?
Okay, top five maybe cryptos that you can tell somebody to get. Because the thing again on crypto, people think and assume that when we're saying like you buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, they think you're only supposed to buy like a full Bitcoin. And I think most people are like that because I've asked people like, you can, okay. And then somebody goes like, how much is Bitcoin right now? I'm like 13 million Kenya shillings. And then they're like, you see, so how am I supposed to buy that? So it's still like...
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Bitcoin can be divided up to 8 decimal places. So you can own 0.0000001.
Yeah.
Which means I can even go there and buy a big bomb with Bitcoin, or a big G. True. with Bitcoin. So you don't need to have a full Bitcoin. You can have $50, $100, $200. You can have any amount of Bitcoin. So that should not worry you. Top 5 cryptos to hold. Let me give for the long term as of now, the ones which have sort of established themselves long term.
Yeah.
Because some cryptos are seasonal until they confirm that they are worthy for the long term.
Yeah.
So long term, Bitcoin obviously is there long term. Ethereum also definitely is a long term play.
Yeah.
Sol also is a long term play. I never used to be a fan, but XRP is definitely a long term play now. And one I'll give you, which is going to shock many people not too long from now, Avalanche.
Okay, actually, Avalanche I've had conversations, but I don't know why I haven't got... I had I sold. I sold, yeah. But I didn't have a big portion. I had probably just...
It hasn't blown up yet. Its ecosystem hasn't blown up yet. That's why I'm telling guys it's good at least let me give them that alpha. Because once it blows up, it will shock many people for sure. Because what we pay attention to as crypto people is products that are continuously building. Crypto products are like submarines. So you don't see what's happening behind the scenes. Most people don't see. Most people just get shocked by the
results,
the 18,000%.
Yes.
But behind that 18,000%, there are things that are being built underground. So Avalanche is something that's actually building a lot of things underground. And I wouldn't be surprised to see it do a Solana kind of move or something like that.
Okay, but I think now, like even for my case, how I'm looking at it is like after like when we peak this bull run, I think now I'll have to rearrange my portfolio
for sure.
But hopefully I catch they're always saying like it's always difficult to catch the top, but I'm trying my best to get like just somewhere.
Not too
not too far. I wouldn't want to dispatch my ETH at 10 and then we're at 25. Yes, I'll be okay with the profits, but how much more money you'd have made. So you're just trying to get once you get at a decent place, you rearrange your portfolio again, probably with now the projects like you've said. Now probably somebody will touch more on Avalanche, probably if Solana is coming at a discount, try and grab a few, rearrange, and then also see where the market or the cycle goes again for the next 4 years. And then now another thing that's been a big conversation online is the CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. Now, is that something that you can define for people? And what are your thoughts on just CBDCs? Because there are conversations about now being developed.
Yeah, very true. In fact, some are even on the test, they're being tested already in some countries.
Yeah.
A CBDC in simple terms for the average person to understand is just your normal money, but now digital. That's it. So now it's like a digital Kenya shilling or a digital US dollar or a digital euro. But now it is issued by the government, That is basically what it is. So instead of the government printing paper money, now they're issuing digital money, which is still the same, under the same laws, the same rules. In fact, this one might even have more rules, which might tend to. It might be tricky for you guys. Why am I saying you guys like I'm not part of it? But it might be tricky for people because now, when something is digital, that tends to give more power to the person.
Yeah, they want to seize like your assets. Yeah, bro.
If they want to seize it, you're finished.
You're gone. Yeah. Gone. You'll be like bankrupt by tomorrow.
You'll be bankrupt.
Yeah, as soon as they announce...
You do something they don't like, they can just close. You cannot pay.
True.
You cannot pay. Your account is, so that's... those are my reservations. I'm not really a fan of CBDCs. But, sometimes what they say is that stopping an idea whose time has come is very difficult.
True. True, because it's kind of like coming, because I hear there's so many other countries now, like they're just paperless anyway. So you can only imagine where we're going. Because I don't think in Japan you can be walking around with like a bunch of notes, you're paying for things. I hear it's almost distinct.
I hear also
China as well.
Similar, yeah.
So everybody's going to like place where they're paying with their watch or their phone, just tapping their phone somewhere and stuff. And it's kind of like something that's in the works. And as we know, like Kenya being one of those countries that's always trend setting and adapting all the new tech and everything.
Could be very fast.
Probably we'd be there very, very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Very soon. We'll be after Nigeria because I know Nigeria already has a e-naira.
Oh, really?
Yeah, e-naira is already out there, already in works and everything. So Nigeria...
No, but Nigeria, they need it. I don't want to get into it. This conversation is always getting too sensitive, but they do because their country has a lot of people who just indulge in things that are not supposed to be. But it's not even at a lot of their people. They just have a higher population. So it's the same things that can be done in other countries, but their population, we're talking about hundreds of millions. So definitely anything that's done that's probably legal to be magnified in a different scale.
Very
so,
true.
And they happen to be good at it as well. So, yeah, no shade, guys. How do you handle the emotional roller coaster of crypto volatility?
I've gone through enough pain in crypto, so it doesn't faze me anymore. I see negative 50, I wake up.
Yeah.
In fact, I feel more pain when it goes up sometimes. Funny enough, I feel pain when I've missed a green candle. When I see a red, I feel good.
Yeah, you're like,
red. Let me look for some cash somewhere. Let me look for some cash somewhere. I buy more.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see green, you see this opportunity. You're like, the cash I was meant to get is coming next week.
Yeah.
And the green candle has already come. That one is painful.
True.
But when it comes to emotional roller coaster, it's because I've lost a lot of money and I've been through it, So since I've been through it, red does not affect me at all. In fact, I feel so desensitized to money. It's very interesting. So desensitized.
I always tell people that you will not feel like it gets to a point where you're just like, how much? It's okay.
How much? I've lost this? Okay.
It's okay. Because in crypto, like if you've been there for a while, you've lost some money and you've gained some money. And then now you're kind of like grounded somewhere where it doesn't like really phase you like that.
Exactly.
And then even when you're dealing with like just volatility in general, like this is a strategy that I've always tried to have, but at times it just doesn't work or it catches me off guard. I'm always trying to have like a stack of USDT for opportunity and also still have like my assets in place.
You must always have those two.
Yeah, I'm always trying to have, but we all know in crypto at times you do get a sign of like, okay, hey, there's an opportunity like to sell now, or there's an opportunity to buy now. And you buy and we get a dip, more deep. Or you sell and probably now it keeps going high. So you will at some point find yourself with just either just the cash or just the assets.
That's true.
But how do you try and balance that? Because that has always been a challenge for me. Even as because I'm not a novice anymore, but I do have like some assets that I just don't touch. That's just like now a different wallet. Actually, I separate assets on my, like the Coinbase and MetaMask, but what I have on Binance, I can trade.
It's because, I feel like this would all be easier if people understand the best times to invest. Remember how earlier we talked about the time to swing trade, the time to hold, and the time to do that?
Yeah.
So everybody should understand that the bear market is the best time to buy assets. If somebody scrolls down my Instagram when I first started talking about it, I actually wanted to be very vocal during the bear market because that was the time everything was down for a very long time.
Yeah.
Bitcoin was at 16 to 18,000 for I don't know how long. I have pictures there, down there. Ethereum was at $800. I don't know for how long. Sol was at $13 for I don't know how long. So you have all that time, $13.
Yeah.
Let's say if you are dollar cost averaging, that's $10 a week. You'd buy one Sol every week.
Bruh.
So one Sol.
Where you'd be right now.
Yeah, you'll be far. So if you now came in, strategy, you came in and you're like, okay, now this is the bear market, which is something I actually recommend. Anybody listening to this should actually prepare for the next bear market.
Yeah.
So now that's when everything is negative, almost negative 70, 80, 90 down, discount. So at that time, you come in with your investment like this. I'd recommend that money, do not sell until the end of the bull market. Don't even touch. So now if somebody bought Sol at $10 or $20 or $30, now if Sol has gone to, it went to about 250, then came back down to 130. What's the point of that stress of 250, 130? Then maybe you might have sold that. You might have sold that 250, it went to 500 because you're stressed. You bought at $10, man. You bought at 20.
You already made your gains,
so
man. Just
that money you bought during the bear market, that one you're just holding it till the end. When you expect the end to be, that's when you let go of it. So that I think that kind of makes it easier in terms of even emotion, the volatility and everything.
Yeah.
So if you invested at the correct time, the bottom of the bear market, which is not that difficult to time, it's when
because the bear market is gonna come anyway.
It's gonna come. It's a time when nobody's talking about crypto, when everybody hates crypto.
Nobody
when it's
boring.
When it's the exact opposite of a bull market. Now it's the opposite. In fact, crypto, it's like it doesn't exist anymore. You'll actually feel like it doesn't exist.
Bear markets are rough.
They're rough. So that time when you've invested, whether Sol is at 130 or 250 and you bought it at 30,
it doesn't matter.
Dips, you don't even feel the dips because you don't feel any of the dips because they are not as big as, it's not going to come back to 30. It's just going to dip to 100 and go back to 300, then come back down to 250.
That's why, like now for my case, now I do the government bonds. So the government bonds do give me, how I've structured mine, they give me like a certain amount every month. So every single month, there's a certain amount coming in. So even if, because that was the only safe way I would say, like now I have like guaranteed a certain amount of money is coming in. And in case an opportunity, of course, if you're in crypto, you know those reds will come at any point.
For sure.
So if they come and money is coming in from a certain place, you're good because now you can still like now accumulate like a little bit of asset here and there. But so now if like I would say like, let's say if I would have put everything in my crypto, I think, yes, I'd have made money, but I would have been stressed 24/7.
You'd be stressed, yeah.
Yeah, because now my strategy has to be like, okay, so when is the next day? When is the next thing?
That's what I'm saying, even me, I've been there. That's why I've also looked for other cash flow opportunities. Because at some point, I was only fully crypto. And trust me, it is stressful because everything is there.
Yeah.
Your net worth is dependent on the volatility.
Yes.
Today, I'm eating in a 5-star restaurant. Tomorrow, I'm eating beans.
Yeah.
You can't, it's confusing.
Yeah.
So it's best. I also say this very often. If you are able to have something outside of crypto, you have higher chances of winning in crypto.
True.
The more you win outside of crypto, the more you'll win in crypto. You understand? If let's say your coins have not done so well, you have a source of income here. It's okay. You have more money for another opportunity.
You're not making moves out of desperation.
Exactly. No moves out of desperation. So when you have desperation, it gets very tough. And crypto, you must be as sane as possible.
Man, I'm always telling, because even if you're in a bad relationship, crypto can't work for you.
It can't.
It can't work for you. Leave that person. You have to end that relationship immediately.
If you're in a bad relationship, you will. If you're in a bad relationship, crypto will really. If you're in a bad or toxic relationship, my friend, your portfolio will suffer as well. Your portfolio will suffer.
Any decision you make will be wrong.
Very true.
Any decision you make will just be wrong because you're not in your right state of mind. But if you're at peace, you've just had a meal, you've relaxed, maybe if it's exercising, if it's yoga, and your mind is clear, everything you're looking at, like when it comes to charts, strategy, liquidating, anything, you can make those decisions like in a very right state of mind, But if you say like, I was so stressed, I just thought I would say,
I'm stressed, the market is low, let me place a trade now. You're finished.
What's that trading?
trading is even worse because you'll be liquidated 24/7. You'll lose. So in crypto, you must be as sane as possible.
Yeah.
So I feel like even the number one thing you should do is just go somewhere. Anything that is disturbing your mind, find a way to clear them away.
Clear.
Toxic relationship,
It has to be
bad
inside.
eating habits, bad sleeping habits.
Everything.
Remove it. The more sane you are,
It's gonna be easy.
It's gonna be easier for you because also crypto is insane. It's an insane market. A lot of things happen.
True. And I think that's why even for me, I'm always saying like you have to just focus on buying and selling, because imagine if you're focusing on buying, selling, and development as well, and the tech bits. Come on, you can't manage it. It's gonna be too much for you.
That's why most of them don't own crypto. Those tech people.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm telling you, I went for like a seminar, like 1, 2, and then I was like, So that's why, again, I was saying, like, I need to find, like, my community of people who just, even conversation-wise, it'd be just like, oh, what do you think about the market today? What do you think about... Because if those people, if you're try to have those conversations with tech people, because I think also, like, No Shade again, we also have an NFT community in Kenya. And I think I've gone for 2 events, and I was just like, man.
It's never about what are you buying. It's just all about
like those tech ninis, and I'm just like, no, the marketing bit is like the most important thing, tied into something, tied into culture. What's the story behind it? But all the other tech stuff, it's good, yes. But unfortunately, most of the people, because I won't say my project, but the people who know about my NFT project, they know. If there's somebody you need to consult about NFT, it would be me. But when you go to those rooms and you can just say, and you can see it, you're like, this is so far-fetched. I don't know how it's supposed to work. It's basically like just, how would you put it? It's just like rolling dice. They'd be lucky if they sold like a project or not, unless just somebody came and did it like a charity case.
Very true.
That's the only way it can work. But otherwise, in any other circumstances, impossible. It's probably almost impossible.
It's almost as if, it's I don't know, like it's almost as if it's taboo to talk about buying and selling those events.
Yeah,
it feels like it's taboo.
Yeah, it's like if you say this one is coming to steal our money.
Exactly.
What money am I coming to steal? First of all, no.
There's an event we attended with my dad back in 2019 or 2018 in Westlands.
You went with your dad?
I took him there. We went there.
Just give him a high five for me when you meet him. Just tell him, sir, done a good job.
Okay, I'll pass the message.
Please do.
So, I took over the crypto side of things, so we went to this meeting now in Westlands. Some company from some other place came now to talk about crypto. No, talk about this tech. So this is what we're doing. This is the system. This is the the technology is being built. So now my dad stood up and asked the question. He's like, that is good, but now where do we invest?
Where do we buy?
Where do I put my money? And
how am I taking my returns out?
That's what you want to know.
Yeah.
Then even the person could not answer the question.
And now you see, that's ridiculous.
Those questions we will we will pass them on to our CEO.
That's all I need to know.
Exactly.
That's all I need to know, because even Akina Warren Buffett, it's the same thing. Think about when it comes to Facebook, like the guy who's paid the graffiti artist who did like his paintings like in the Facebook office at the time they were starting, because they didn't have enough money. They asked him like, can we pay you with shares? He took shares, which ended up being worth more than $200 million after like a couple of years. But, shares, just knowing how to buy and getting involved in projects, that's all you need to know. Because that's not my job. Like if I'm coming in as an investor, an investor comes in to put their money in. I have 50 Gs. Let me put it in here. Don't start telling me like, inside our company, our department for Nini. No.
They are building this HTML. I don't know what.
No.
That question made
if
me
I'm
laugh.
doing that, what will Vitalik be doing when he's running around with shorts and his iPad? Yeah. That's his job. Job. It's just to come and bring in the money.
They just need to know, how am I investing? Yeah. And what are we, even if you're talking about the tech, talk about the upper layer.
Yeah.
None of us know about. Many of us don't know about the deep part of the internet. No, just a bit.
Smart contract,
Yeah.
payment system.
Just
you can
say,
pay with someone.
What is it? What are you aiming to achieve?
Simple.
How you do it in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then now we talk about money.
And
Finished.
even if you think about like from the people like, people like successful, maybe probably black people that, from Akina Jay-Z's and stuff, it comes from like investment. The guy for Shark Tank, it comes from investing. Who else? I heard about Nas, I heard he
bought the Bitcoin.
Coinbase.
Coinbase.
Coinbase. He invested in Coinbase. His shares came up to, how much was it? $300-500 million.
I remember. That was
Can you imagine that? And this was just a rapper. But he said, like, you know what? Instead of buying chains and all these other things, let me dump my money here and see
50
what
50 Cent accepted Bitcoin for one of his records back in days as well.
Yes.
So
Chameleonaire as well. He even stopped rapping. Invested in something, it grew, but that's all we need to know. Like because the fortunate part is like when you're at your peak or maybe like as a youth, you can be able to like do projects, things that can bring you money. But one of the things, like even because I'm in my 30s, but one of the biggest mistakes I can say I did, like in my 20s, is not knowing where to put my money.
That's true.
Because money comes. You can do so many things like, if you're in your 20s and you have that energy, I'm telling you, I was sleeping for probably 2 or 3 hours. People are complaining right now about 2 or 3 hours. Me, I'm good. I'm waking up, I'm doing content, I don't know where. After that, I've gone to meet another person. I was not leaving any money on the table, collect 5K here, 10, 15, 20, but I would just be actively collecting money. But I didn't know where to put that money. So at the end of it, spend it with something, buy a little bit gear here and there.
But what you did was important. I believe both are important. Both getting the money actively and also knowing where to put it.
Yeah.
First of all, active income is very important. In fact, as much as people chase passive income, active income is the most important.
Because you need active
because
passive.
Your passive income will not be as great as your active income. So the greater your active income, the greater your passive income as well.
That's true.
So if you're able to make big sums of active income, your passive income will definitely be big. And in fact, you can even now stop your active and now focus on this. So also when you're young, one of the greatest things, me and also my friends, we always, when we talk, we always just like, we are very grateful that we started doing these things young.
Oh, man.
When did I get into crypto? I was 17. Then now, you start learning these lessons at 17. When I was doing these things in Westlands with those people in those offices, most of them were in their 40s, 50s. Well, me, I'm the one who's 17, 18 with my squad over there doing things here. So
that's wild. That's what I'm saying. Like, at that age, starting, bro, you were in tune like way much earlier. And trust me, like there's no much blessing. Like even like, that's what I'm saying. Like even when it comes to parents, I was trying to talk to, like there's a friend of mine. I was telling him like, if I was to, let's say he had a kid, as long as they start reading and writing and they can read numbers, or they have to know what charts mean. They just have to know like, buy and sell. Because I think even like in math, they will be way much better. If I just show him like, Baba, like if this hits this amount of number, you tell me. If a notification pops up on my phone and it says this, tell me. So that they just start knowing. You can only imagine. Can you imagine if a kid knows how to just buy? Because of course, if they don't have an account, yes. But if I can tell them at 10 years and they can see the market, they're like, hey, the 24-hour high was this much, the 24-hour low was this. And the market cap is this. And they can just come and tell me like, hey, Dad, the market has changed. So
and one thing about kids, they learn fast. Kids
exactly.
learn much faster.
They don't have bills. They don't have any. So if you teach them anything there,
they learn fast and they get obsessed easily.
They would know things that you don't know about that app, like Binance, before you even knew.
Exactly.
Just like discover something new, you will go for ice cream on Sunday. Bruh, they'll come with us. They'll probably know how to like leverage, do this and that and make money. And you won't know how it even happened.
I'm telling you, teaching kids financial literacy young, best thing you can ever do. So even us getting started young, me, my friends and other people, because a lot of my friends have also witnessed, have gotten some success from even getting started with business and crypto.
Yeah.
And it's always like something we look back at and we're just like, starting early was one of the
We are
best things.
glad we
Yeah,
did.
starting early, even if you lost money, you
It's
understand?
okay. You learned.
Even if you lost,
learned.
that lesson is something that people are learning in their 50s.
Yes.
You're there with somebody in their 50s. Somebody has lost that money you have lost in your 20s or your teens. Them, they've lost it in their 50s. It's easier for you to recover than this person who started later. So my advice is start as young as, and young, the age you are today, that's the youngest you'll ever be. So if you have something you want to start as early as now. Don't wait for tomorrow, start as early as now, and you'll thank yourself later in the future.
I can imagine at 17 how, the same way you've mentioned obsessed with like editing, YouTube and everything. If somebody introduced me to crypto at that time, hey.
You'd be...
Hey. No, Dubai penthouse right now. Yeah, that would have been the minimum. Because I know how my mind operated at that time. But, as you grow older, there's so many other things that are coming into play. Like, you're not just thinking about like just this one thing. You're thinking about like your parents, family, maybe if it's a relationship, business strategy, bills. There's so many things that come into play.
Yeah,
but there's that special age.
That's special. There's a difference. There's a difference how you making the same amount of money, let's say 30, 25, 20, 18, you'll be different. You'll have a different mentality.
I'm telling you, I'd go do a job. I would drink, party, wake up, go do another.
Another one.
Yeah, I can't do that, right? I can't. I need to rest. I need my meal plans. I need my smoothies. I just need my body to rest. I'm not as active as I used to be. And that's one of the special things you said about like starting early. And even if you can teach your kids earlier, amazing. And also like now, also the way I was telling you about government bonds, try and just learn a thing or two about them.
For sure.
But even if you need me to send you to someone, they'll just take you through it. Not that you go and throw your money in there. Let them just explain to you, like, this is how it works. This is what you can potentially make. This and any. But it will show you also like something else that's slightly different that just has been running under our noses this whole time.
But just around us here.
Because I remember like, I was telling my mom how I've built my portfolio like on the bonds as well. And she told me like she had tried buying through, I think, CBK back in the day. And then it was just such a long process that it was hard. And then she got discouraged. And then I was like, no, I understand. Because even for my case, if it wasn't being introduced to the person who made it clear and easy for me to understand, I wouldn't have. They've told me the government to have my money, me, I never. Bruh, they have like some of the best returns that you can ever think of. Very good. Okay, now a few more questions and I definitely have to release you. Don't want to hold you hostage. But remember, I told you like once I start talking about crypto,
no problem.
It's just like, what was your worst crypto loss and what did you learn from it? I'll also tell my story.
I have many bad ones, but let's see. My worst crypto
maybe
loss.
like top two. Just,
My worst crypto loss was still my worst crypto loss is the mining company where I'd invested a lot of money.
Shit.
That one. And that time I didn't really learn. It was like, those companies, those network marketing companies where they it's almost like a cult. They sell it to you like you're in a cult.
Yeah.
So my funds I left my BTC locked in that company, so many things there. Then out of nowhere, 2019, you just see the company has been, the founders have been arrested by IRS. It's fraud. That one, I've never felt like, hey, that one. I'm even still healing maybe. But that loss was so bad.
Yeah.
I even took a break from business. I was like, you know what? Now, since I did a lot of grinding when I'm young, you know what? Let me take this time to just piga sherehe and go to...
Let me enjoy being young.
Let me enjoy being young kidogo sasa. Let me enjoy and do other things. But that was a very big loss. That one is a very big loss in the millions. The second one...
In the millions?
Yeah. Now...
Oh, yeah, because a majority of your money was...
Yeah. Okay. Majority of... But again, the good things that I was smart enough to... Most guys in the company did not know anything about altcoins. It was a Bitcoin mining company.
Okay.
So me also at the time, I had some stack somewhere in altcoins.
Okay.
And luckily, it was one of those wallets which you forget about. I don't know, some crypto guys have those wallets which you accidentally forget. You're like, oh, there's a wallet there. So, there's money here. Wow.
There's something here.
I was like, okay, I'm not too badly off,
Yeah.
But that loss was very bad. Because also, again, it wasn't only from the point of money, even time. I had spent too much time on that company. And if I just use that time from that company and put it in this side of the altcoins and everything.
And just chill.
Dubai penthouse, my friend. Dubai penthouse.
Exactly.
But but again, I'm actually glad I got that lesson at a young age, because I lost it at what? So it was 20 something, 21, 22. Most of my colleagues were 50. Others had families. Others quit their jobs. Others, I don't know, did what. Mimi, I was still in uni, so I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I tried and failed in uni.
It can be tough if you, especially have a family now. People you have to answer back to, provide things for.
Exactly, which is why those guys really suffered the most. As much as me, it was painful them. Also them, I can really imagine how painful it was. So that was my biggest loss.
Have you heard about what people have, like even the last crypto scam? What was it? What was the name? Because it was pulled in Kenya, Nigeria, and
China.
Was it best something?
Which one?
The last scam that recently was just done.
I think I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think of the name also. What was it called?
Because there's a girl who actually sent me a message like, yo, have you lost any? I always see you posting money about crypto. Have you lost money on this? It's like, no, me, I buy through Binance. And then I ask her, like, which platform do you use? Like, there are these guys.
Guys ask me in my group, I just say one thing whenever they text about it. I'm sure I can find it.
Oh, okay.
Because the guys usually just ask, they're like, what do you think of this? I just type 2 words. Add a void. Full stop.
There's that name, because I want to bring it up because you're... I can't get the girl's name. Because I was telling her, me, I use Binance, is the safest. They even showed like Nigerians just crying in the street, like people had been. Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm trying to find it as well, so that at least. Oh, okay, I'll find it right now. I'll find it. Kenyans lose millions. Okay, I'm opening an article here. CBEX platform.
I was even just CBEX, exactly. I was almost there.
So Kenyans lose millions in popular crypto trading platform. It's not a popular trading platform. When was CBEX a popular trading platform?
I'm wondering, popular where?
Where? Look at the headline, and this is Business Daily. Come on.
Yeah. Kenyans lost a lot of money from CBEX. But again, CBEX is just, all these scams are the exact same thing, just under different names. Thing. It's just different names.
And they always come with, like, they promise their crazy highest returns.
Exactly.
Always.
So
I think I was told about a lady who put in 20M. And then in my head, I'm just like, you are smart enough to make 20M and you're foolish enough. There's no way you can take 20M for me. Impossible. Right now, with what I know, like in my head, there's no way. Okay, you have to kidnap me first of all, chop off my feet. By the time you get to all the fingers, be like, oh, okay, sir, just leave me with this two I can use for chopsticks or something. But otherwise, it's impossible. But people voluntarily go and take their money. But people are taking because the chick, I think she took, she said like what she had left in her savings was 100. The boyfriend had like 150 or 100, so they put it in there. They were told they'll get how much. And then I was like, hey, you see me posting all the time about crypto. You didn't even think maybe it should cross your mind for you to ask, say what they were promised. Why would they even think of asking me? Because you're a peasant. These guys are doing 10x per week.
I actually have no remorse. People who, if anybody follows me on Instagram or anybody knows me personally, especially the ones who know me personally, get scammed. I have no remorse. I'm like, you know me.
Why didn't you just even think
you know me personally?
Yeah.
Or if you follow me on Instagram, you can send me a DM and ask me a question. I just say scam. Finish.
Yeah.
And if you don't listen, and it's because most people don't listen.
No, they don't.
I even get exhausted. Sometimes I don't even feel like responding because they tell guys it's a scam. They still go ahead and try and lose money. You know?
I've been through that both enough times.
Sometime back in 2019 as well, there's this scam as well, D9. It was called D9 back then. Someone invested 60 million inside it. Took, I don't know, mortgage on the house. I don't know, took a loan on the house or something and then put 60 million. It went. The person was hospitalized after that. It almost collapsed.
I think once somebody comes in with that amount, now those guys know it's almost time to leave now.
Exactly.
It's almost time to exit now. There's somebody who's put 60.
The guy is just like here. Now he tells the team, we're about to wrap it up, guys.
We're about to.
And don't be fooled by many of these things. Kenyans get fooled by things that let me tell you, a physical office doesn't mean anything.
Nothing.
A physical office doesn't mean anything.
A suit doesn't mean anything.
A suit doesn't mean anything.
People
go here in town and open physical offices. Even a company registration means nothing.
Yes.
Companies can close down even in tomorrow.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. So Kenyans get fooled by those things. They're like,
and they actually always have offices by there.
In fact, the scammers are the ones with offices. Okay? Have you gone to a Bitcoin office? Have you gone to an Ethereum office? Nowhere. Have you gone to Solana office?
No.
But CBEX, they have an office somewhere there. You're like, that is the one.
They have like salespeople. They have a team. Come on, man.
Those ones.
And then I'm always telling people like, but why couldn't you? They told you they'll do it for you. Why couldn't you do it for yourself? Because you can just download Binance, install, and actually buy and sell. Why not?
Another scam. Don't give people your money.
No,
don't give people you don't even know who they are your money.
Yeah.
Much less a foreigner from you don't even know where, you can't even. Most people actually, even me, when guys ask me to do things on their behalf, I'm like, I don't want your money. No.
Exactly.
Don't give me your money.
I can lead you on what to do,
I can show
but I don't want your money.
If you're paying me, you're paying me on showing you what to do as a client.
It's a consultation kind of thing.
Exactly. But I don't want your money your money is your money.
You trade for me, you buy. That's how scammers actually need. I'll do it for you. You don't have to work.
Exactly.
I'll do everything for you.
Exactly. And many a times you're going to get scammed like that. So maybe when it comes to that, in fact, avoid anybody taking your money to do things on your behalf. Don't do that.
Man, it happens. Now, for my case, I would say my biggest loss was I sent a whole Ethereum to a wrong address.
I know how that feels. Okay. No, I don't think I ever made that mistake, but it's painful, eh?
I was moving from one wallet to another, and then there's this thing when you're doing on Coinbase. Like once you paste the address, at times it asks you, towards the end, I think I pressed an extra letter or something. And then, you go to the next step, like where you can confirm, like, please verify the nini, it's case sensitive. I'm like, I know it's case sensitive. What do you mean?
You just did it.
So I'm waiting on this other side. I'm like, wait, am I gonna?
You missed a letter.
Yeah. So that happened now, like earlier on, like just during like the peak of like I felt it, but I didn't feel it so badly because also I had made like a bunch of money. But but now I'm always like constantly thinking about like, that was an extra Ethereum, man. It was an extra Ethereum,
You could have done
so that was like maybe like what I can say like was major and was on my side. But also like when I was starting off, like those two, I also fell into like those websites as well. But then I lost like 200K or something. But that's another thing, because I remember, that's why nowadays I don't even listen to people, because that was my friend. He said like, there's this, and it always starts like that,
It always starts like that.
Plus, it's always your friends, man. It's always your friend. That's why nowadays, like, I always try and put out information and just tell people, like, just understand, this is just because I've done it. So I know this is definitely a scam. This is wrong. This is wrong. He told me, like, if you put this, by then the returns are good. First week it was good. Second week it was good. Actually, I think it was like 300 Gs or something, which I really felt bad at the time because that's the only money I had. And I was just like, gone. But it was a friend, and I think I remember telling him, because deep down I knew, because I had watched the videos online. I was like, I know this is a scam. But how about if I manage to get the money from the scammers before they catch me?
That's how
I think that's the evening they had a meeting.
Many Kenyans think like that, by the way.
Yeah.
Many Kenyans are like, no, mostly Nigerians. Nigerians actually, they know it's a scam. They just like, let's take advantage before it collapses.
Before we put everyone there.
Let me go and just, before it collapses, I'm out. That's how they do it. But yeah, it's, those ones.
Yeah, just stay away from them. And if you think about it, like all these other places, it's just easier. Just buy ETH, just buy Solana. it's just going to go up in a couple of weeks. If you want to withdraw profit, remove. It's way much safer. You're not anxious. You don't... No, the company is not going to close anytime soon. So, you know, the worst case that happened to us is FTX.
Yeah.
But still, even if you think about it right now after his whole saga, FTX is kind of paying people back slowly. Because like that's just like among the agreements they had for the release of... What's his name? Sam Bankman-Fried, right?
Yeah.
One of the things that they had to agree on. Okay, and then what's your take on? And I think this will take you back to like the scam thing. What's your take on not your keys, not your wallet, or not your coins?
Not your keys, not your coins. Again, I said that's dependent. We talked about this earlier. Like for example, you see you're very big on Binance. You know, Binance is not your keys.
Yeah.
You know. These are not your keys. So if anything happens to Binance, your money is gone.
But I think CZ has been arrested already. Now he knows he can't play around with our money.
No, even Binance has been hacked before. I don't know if you know that.
No, yeah.
They were hacked before. And they refunded everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
So with crypto, it depends on the particular, you know, with the integrity of the company. You have to trust them. So Binance, they got hacked some time back and they compensated everybody fully. Bybit, the other day, they were hacked for $1.5 billion. And one thing I love about crypto companies, this is one thing I'll give credit to Bybit for. I love. After seeing that story, I found them. I looked at them as these guys are. I don't know. It just made me feel like crypto companies are such big winners. You understand? Yeah. They have so much cash at hand. You know, banks don't have cash.
Don't.
Banks have to go and look
they
for
need
CBK.
Your money. They need your money.
This guy they were hacked $1.5 billion. The guy who had like this, I think, stress monitor. He didn't have any stress. It's like $1.5 billion. Okay, let's check our reserves. How much? We have 3 billion in our reserves, 4 billion. Okay. Give them 1.5.
Pay everyone.
Pay it. Remove it quickly, pay everybody back the money, and tell them we are sorry. And we are good. And I was like, hey, crypto companies.
They're liquid.
They're liquid,
yeah.
Then again, the other day, like literally a day or two after, they had made 600 million from the liquidations from traders. 600 million.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There you go. So to them, it's nothing. You understand? Yeah. To them, they can just do that easy work, you know? Another one, Coinbase. I liked how Brian Armstrong, the CEO, came over and was like, I think some guys hacked their system, but now got like some KYC details for some people.
Yeah.
Armstrong just came and said, okay, these guys, they hacked them and they said, for us to give you that data, for us to stop, we need 20. We need like, I think 20, give us $20 million. Brian was like, you know what? Listen, you're not going to mess with me. You're not going to mess with me. So what you're going to do is anybody who finds those hackers, I will give you 20 million yourself.
That was crazy.
Crypto guys are such bosses.
That was a crazy move. Like I think
that was my favorite Brian Armstrong moment. I was
like, what? So he'll pay the 20 for people to just catch him. And then I was like, you know what?
That was my favorite Brian Armstrong moment. We have a banks be what 100,000 giving out. I don't think.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you know, sending 10,000. I'm telling you, like once you get to like those things, when trying to send 10,000, declaring this and that. But once you get into crypto, it makes you look at money so differently.
And that's why you see like how the crypto funds are. I'll give you guys $20 million to find this guy.
Yep.
Which bank will take? No bank globally. No bank globally.
Even JP Morgan, no way.
They won't even give you 100,000.
No.
They were not going to give you. But the crypto funder said they'll give one individual $20 million.
Even BlackRock won't give you that money.
Even BlackRock won't give you that money.
No, we don't negotiate with terrorists. No. Yeah, but they don't have the money.
They don't have the money.
They don't have the money.
So that's why you see crypto founders, first of all, crypto guys are bosses. I like crypto guys. They are such bosses. Number two, you can see how they're so desensitized to money. It's just like
it makes you look at things.
It makes you look at money differently. You understand? ATM and all that. So, and I feel sometimes it might be a good thing. You know,
it is a good thing, especially if you're planning to keep growing and just keep building your portfolio. You can't be sensitive to because we've said bear markets come with losses.
Yeah.
At times we have those volatilities. So as long as you're desensitized, you won't make a stupid decision.
Yeah, you'll be more calm,
relaxed,
and you can also focus on other things in life. Don't be a slave to money.
And then now, another things like I think you've moved around Europe, right? Because I think if you have like even Shenzhen, the best thing about it
easily, carelessly. The last 3 weeks,
cheap to go around.
3 weeks I've moved. I don't know how many countries people coming in.
Now you see.
Funny enough, let me tell you, Kenyans, I don't think they know this, but it's so cheap when flying in Europe.
No, true.
It's so cheap.
Because how much is an average ticket like for you just moving different places? I mean, I'll give you my example.
Depends on how early you book and all that. But you can fly to France, 50 euros. You can go here, 45. You can go here, 70. Maybe maximum, you've booked late, 200 something. Maximum.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's in Europe. May remember we did a Euro trip and booking a flight to Ibiza. I think return was like around 35 euros or 40 euros, if I'm not wrong. 35, 40 euros, around there, return. And it was just to go and party in Ibiza and come back in the morning. And I was just like, in Nairobi, you would never. Once you calculate hivi kwanza the flights, and then kwanza it's, you've left even KQ, now you're looking at Jumbo Jet, you're like, hey, we're already at 12 Gs.
At 12 Gs.
Actually, 12 if you're lucky. Because I think standard would be 10. So that's 20 Gs. So you see, that's just a whole different meaning.
When I landed in Vienna, I met some friends.
Yeah.
So I met them for the first time. The first day I met them. So one of them, it's a chick, she was telling me, I'm going to Paris, but my friend wasn't able to join because, you know what, but if you want to come, you can come with me. I'm leaving on Sunday. It's Friday.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that mathematics like Kenyan. I'm like, you're telling me on Friday to take a flight on Sunday to go to Europe. She's like, the flight was only 15 euros.
Yes.
I'm like, 15 euros?
Yes.
I was like, let's go tonight.
It's ridiculous.
Let's go tonight then. Let's go tonight. 15 euros is McDonald's meal. It's a meal in
True.
You have one meal and you have it's finished.
I think some of the best things about Europe, like I think if you spend money, you get kind of like your money's worth.
For sure.
So, but I think also like it's also like a really, because I've interviewed like now people who've lived, let's say in Denmark. I think even not Austria, it was Denmark, Netherlands, and which other country? The only problem that I've noticed with those countries, like their taxation is super high.
Very high.
Super high. So as much as things are not that expensive, but bills, utilities, and day-to-day life kind of might affect people.
Austria not so much though.
Oh, really?
Because Austria, if you look at statistics globally, Austria is the number one most livable city in the world.
Really?
And it's been like that for many consecutive years in a row. Meaning that
way of life, costs of things and stuff.
It's manageable. Way of life costs
is manageable. You do crypto. Our conversations.
No, I'm not.
Start saying this, and you have a penthouse somewhere.
I'm not part of the Austrians. Actually, my income is not tied to anybody in Austria. And my friends always look at me. They're like, "What do you do?" I'm just like, "I'm living life. I'm living life."
Yeah.
But then now, anybody who's working in Austria or employed or whatever it is, life is manageable. There's not so much of a big population of struggling people compared to other countries. Okay. You understand? Because they've tried their best to make things more affordable or to fit in the income brackets of people. So it's easier than other countries.
How much is like, okay, you're going out to eat like maybe a lunch meal. The same way, let's say in Kenya, a meal maybe in a nice restaurant would be between 1,500 to 2,500.
Even in Australia, maybe 10 to 12 euros, 15, 20 euros, 25. It depends on also how you go for it,
Okay. So just like a standard, okay, rent?
Rent depends. Obviously, rent is definitely higher than Kenya, obviously.
Middle class, let's say maybe one bedroom?
One bedroom from 750 and above euros.
750 euros.
And above.
Okay, and above. So 2 bedroom, probably 1,000 to 1,500 there.
Yeah, 1,000.
Depending now with like the aesthetics of the place and stuff.
The aesthetics of the place and stuff.
Okay.
And again, most guys there don't live in those 2 bedrooms and everything. Most guys there live in 1 bedrooms or.
Oh, really?
But it's abroad. Kenya actually live a luxury life over here.
Actually, no. I'm so
Kenya,
silly.
The life in Kenya is luxurious.
It's luxury.
Kenyans don't. Life here is luxury.
I've been talking to. I talked to a chick who just came from LA, and she was telling me like renting like a. Was it like a? Not a one bed. Was it a 1 bedroom? Yeah, she said like a single room would be around $1,000. $1,000, like a private room. But like a 1 bedroom would be close to $2,000. And I was just looking at it and I was like, you know what, that's crazy.
Look at New York, same thing. In
Oh,
fact,
New York,
is
the
even
same thing.
smaller.
Yeah.
Like some very like a
cubicle,
corridor,
a cubicle.
a small corridor here with everything in
Like
that
the
place.
to Nairobi Uni in Inis.
Yeah, those
Yes.
people. You're paying I don't know how many thousands of dollars. You have to have 2 jobs to survive, not to thrive, to survive. You understand?
That's the unfortunate
And again,
part as
now
well.
imagine 1,500 for that place. In Kenya, you live luxury, you know? That's why most
Balling
people.
out.
That's why most people.
Yeah.
If you are broke,
Yeah.
it's better to be broke in Europe than Africa for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because the government, they're nicer.
Oh yeah,
they
yeah,
take care of you and all
the
that.
incentives like government
and all that,
assistance, food stamps.
Food stamps. Hata kama you're a street person, getting €5 is a lot of money. You can get good food.
Yeah.
But if you have good money, I won't even say extremely rich. If you have good money in Kenya, you live a good life.
You know, that's the craziest part but this is after crypto, after getting into crypto. I traveled and I was just like, wow. So now in my head, I'm just thinking like, you know, because I know people who are wealthy, like in Kenya, and I'm like, shit. So these people, if they come to Europe, they can actually just have fun.
Yeah.
Because things are not that expensive. You know, like even like, you know, I remember we went to, where was it? We got some club in Paris. I remember they're saying like, oh, if you need to book that section, it's going to be like 600 euros. And then I remember we were like 5-6 guys. Right? So I'm like, wait, 600 only?
Yeah.
And then there's one nigga who started complaining, 600. I was like, nigga, we're niggas in Paris. We're niggas in Paris. We're getting VIP. It's coming with a bottle. Those guys are coming. I'm like, just shut up, by the way. Let's just enjoy what we're enjoying.
Yeah.
But we are supposed to have this experience. But it wasn't that much. And even if I think about it in a scale of going to Ibiza, there's nothing that I saw that was extreme that I would say like, this is just like taking it too far.
The only extreme thing in Europe is probably accommodation. That is it. If you're able to sort accommodation, in fact, if you're to book a holiday to Europe and let's say, for example, you have a friend who will accommodate you, you just spend the same thing you spend here.
No, but they also have like the Nini, because when we're doing the Euro trip, we did bed and breakfast. It wasn't that crazy.
Yeah,
it was reasonable because us, we just wanted to sleep, freshen up, change, and go to the next city. Because actually in Europe, we're doing it with a bus. So we needed like accommodation couldn't be luxury. It was sleeping, a double bed, so sleeping, freshening up and nini. But yo, bro, we did even but Monaco is expensive. Switzerland is expensive. Now,
Monaco, Switzerland.
Now if you want to know ballers, Switzerland, Monaco. But I can only imagine, like, it makes sense because even like, you know, the way they say in Monaco, like 1 out of 5 people is a millionaire. But you can only imagine if you tap into like a crypto community in Monaco.
Ooh. I'm sure there's a big one because many of them go for Grand Prix over there.
Yeah. So I can only imagine if like they normally have like those gatherings where they're doing like, you know, crypto people just come and talk and probably let's say a ticket is, let's say, because they'll be friendly. They won't charge. They would say probably let's say €1,000, which is a lot. But imagine being in a room in Monaco where you've paid €1,000 to meet other people who do crypto in Monaco. Bruh.
You'll probably get even a token allocation and then which will be worth 100,000.
Bruh. Exactly. Because there's some rooms or even just network. That's why I've also just been trying to time like even like the Bitcoin or Binance events that happen in Dubai, just to catch the right time. Like I'm also ready so that I can just also like just go tune it together with like a holiday and also make sure I go for such needs. Just to go and network and just look and feel at how other people, because maybe the same way I trade, there's some other people who know so many other things that you can do that can give you like, you know, better profits, better returns, better strategies, or even maybe affiliation links you can just have and share and get X amount of money. So if you're tapping into like a different community in different countries, especially with crypto, we all speak the same language.
Very true.
We all speak the same language.
Very true.
So I think as long as you can move around, it's something that's commendable and you can have a better experience out there for sure. So now, also, what else has stood out to you about just crypto in Europe? I think I've seen you like with...
what has stood out for me? So crypto is, as much as yes, many people have not adopted it yet, they've First of all, there's ATMs everywhere. Number one, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say. Like I've seen you like without doing an ATM.
Yeah, there's ATMs everywhere. There's you can spend crypto cards everywhere. There is offices sometimes physical. Apart from that, that's the only difference. To be honest, there's not so much difference. In fact, I feel like in terms of adoption, we here in Africa could do it faster. Because even at some point in 2017, we were on top. In 2017, Kenya was number 7, Nigeria was number 3, South Africa was number 2. I think Russia was number 1 or South Korea. So we were on top. It's just the scams that came and just killed the morale.
Of course.
Otherwise, Africa is on top. Because Africans, we are more aggressive in terms of investing in business more than Europeans, for example, or guys abroad. Guys abroad are more of like, let's just say...
They want their traditional ways of doing things, right?
Even the stocks, they don't do those things. They just save, and buy a house for when they're old, and then they can...
Actually, true. Because the lady who came here, that's what she was saying. I was asking, like, so stocks... and she said, like us, I don't really know about all those things, but I know, like, properties. She said property, and my eyes were like...
Not for as investment, just to live in.
Yeah, because I was just like, okay, where's the asset in this conversation?
There's no asset.
That sounds like a liability. I'm not seeing any asset. And then I was just like, you know what? But it also is...
Abroad, guys, the passive income will come during pension. Otherwise, so it's just stuck in cash, go to your job, stack cash, go to your job. Once you stacked all that cash, you go buy a family house, which will pass down 15 generations, because most guys stay in the same house. Like, most of them don't move, because most of them stay in the same house. Then now you pass it on to your kids or whatever it is.
But it's weird because they have some places that are really beautiful. Because I remember, like, even Barcelona, amazing. It just looks nice. Or maybe it's just because, I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's different. That's why it looks nice. Because also Kenya is beautiful. Let's not take that for granted. But it's just maybe new things, being exposed to new things.
I think
systems that work, Like if you're waiting for a train, you can get a train here. It takes you a certain amount of time. You're already in that other site that you wanted to go to. So efficiency in like systems that actually work, that's a good thing. But in normal cases, like just an average European, it's not, I won't say they are wealthy or richer than you. They just live normal lives.
They live normal lives. See, Kenyans, I was already talking about this yesterday. Us as Kenyans, rather Africans, we tend to want to, we like living large.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I actually don't mind. I think it's a good thing, to be honest. I don't. I'm hoarding everything, living in a small place 24/7.
True.
I think sometimes it's good to buy a nice car, to buy a nice house. If you can do it, it's good. But yeah, them they just hoard mostly. Then now buy a house and that's it. No asset, anything like that.
Netherlands people just on bikes. They are good. Like a car, no way.
And most of them also they drive a very small car.
Yeah, like a small car. Yeah.
They can
maybe electrical, probably.
Electrical also, yeah.
Yeah.
As Kenyans, you get good money like this, you must buy a very big one, a very nice one.
German. It has to be like, which one? 2020?
2020, but
yeah, that one is too old, man. They make
I can't do that one. I can't be caught near with that one.
But I think if you're used to a good life in Kenya, if you go to Europe, you'll just be okay.
Yeah.
And I think also now if you have cash flow and just a little bit of passive, I think you're good. Because I can say, like, for me, I just went after I had liquidated like some profits. I really had a blast, man. I had so much fun. And then I was just like, if I was to spend this same amount of money in Kenya, I would get nothing that's worth, like, spending that much money. It makes no sense because you can walk by, like, nice Nikes in a shop. I went to the Rolex shop. They put me in a 7-year waiting list. So, no. I mean, we're still waiting, but, probably the next bull run. But, you can have those experiences. You can go to a Cartier shop. And even if you can't buy the most expensive, there's something that you can buy for like, 35, 40, 50 euros.
For sure.
So I think they just give you like a better experience for your money's worth. So even if you were to book a VIP section somewhere, you'll get your money's worth.
Actually, funny enough, a lot of things are overpriced here in Kenya. So many things.
Even
hotels.
A lot.
If you were to go to Radisson in Dubai versus Radisson in Nairobi, the Dubai one is cheaper.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's cheaper. If you had to go to Hilton in Dubai, Hilton here, the Dubai one is cheaper. I bought my friend her perfume yesterday. She wanted some designer perfume. So when I was landing, I bought for her from abroad. Yeah. Here it's 2.5x the price from abroad. So 2.5x the price from abroad. So things are actually cheaper there. And funny enough, look at now the average salary there. Average
yeah.
income in
Yeah.
Austria maybe 1,500 to 2,000.
Oh, that's true.
Average
That's
income
true.
here is, as you said, 35k,
Yeah.
40k.
And people, everything is
And everything is cheaper there.
Yeah,
So
that's
see here,
true.
average salary is 35k, 40k. A flight to Kisumu is 25k. There, average salary is 1,500, 2,000 euros,
Like
and a
it's-
flight is 50 euros.
Like it's so like it's been made in such a way that like I don't know, but I don't know. It's not even you can't count it as inflation. It's just people either taking advantage or because it's in everything, you know.
Yeah.
Apart from maybe rent where we have like reasonable choices to pick, so many other outside experiences when it comes to things like entertainment, fashion, and everything is just way too overpriced.
Everything is way too overpriced.
I'm always telling people it's just not worth it at all. But if you go out there and you spend, back I was happy to spend my, I was like, what? In Kenya I pay this much for? Shut up, man. Shut up.
Exactly.
So now another thing, I just have like a few more.
No problem.
For somebody who's never heard about like just crypto, again, this is just like in general. How would you describe it to like an old shosho or an old guy? Because I think if you're Gen Z and millennial, you don't know. You just don't want to know. But an older person, maybe.
So I usually have a process on how I explain crypto. I usually start from the journey of money. Because crypto started as a new way to send value online, peer-to-peer. That's how it started. So we talk about the evolution of money. Money has a past, a present, and a future. Back then, guys used to trade barter. Then we moved to those coins and everything. Then we moved to gold standard, then fiat currency, what we have today, then now. Digital money is what we are moving towards. So new money always comes to replace the shortcomings of old money. You know, so this money had some shortcomings. I mean, I'm sure buying things with gold was very hard to measure. It was very hard to measure, or even barter, things like that. So new money comes to replace the shortcomings of old money. So I just say that digital currencies are the next phase of money. Like just now money is no longer digital. It's now code on your phone. I mean, it's still difficult for an older person to understand that. But what happens when it comes to these things of the phone and everything?
Yeah.
For a grandma or a child to understand these things, you must experience it.
Yeah.
I've heard stories of Mpesa when it got started back then. Guys used to call, they're like, how can I put my shillings in this phone? This cash money of mine here.
Yeah, apana.
You're mad. How am I going to put my shillings here and buy something? But once somebody now tried it, like now everybody uses
It
Mpesa.
works, yeah,
Everybody, including somebody who's 90 years old.
Yeah, and the old shosh knows it.
Even 8 can use Mpesa. You understand? So even with crypto, it's the same thing. It's very intimidating, but just know it's the future of money. So what you have to do is just take some 1,000 bob or 500 bob. You know, crypto has no limits.
Yeah,
buy your first crypto.
Yeah,
send from wallet A to wallet B. Finished. You'll see how simple it is, and that's how you learn.
I would say probably for me, if I was to describe it, I would say it's a better version of Mpesa to an old person. I'll tell them, you see how Mpesa is good?
Yeah.
This one is better.
This one is better.
This one is better. Just know the same way you enjoy Mpesa, this one is better for somebody in a different country. You can send it to them, purchase in these different places. Maybe in other countries you land, you can still use it without going for Forex exchange. Have you tried, like, especially traveling, exchanging money?
Yeah.
I just don't like it. Of course, but if it's card, yes, it's easier.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you find a place where you can do like your crypto thing, why not? And then, like, even now on that, do you think Kenya as a country is ready for mass crypto adoption right now? Right now?
No, I don't think we are. No. We're not ready for mass crypto. We have bigger problems right now. Yeah? We have bigger problems to deal with. So let those problems cool down kidogo. I feel like crypto is one of those things that also needs a calm mind even for 2021 will all come. That's why the market was thriving.
Yeah.
Crypto does not thrive in markets. Generally, don't thrive in chaos.
True.
You understand? You see, with all this Iran war, this Israel and everything, like crypto is struggling in this kind of environments. You know, but when you're in that environment of smoothness like this, like after COVID, when you're just recovering, guys are receiving stimulus, guys are at home working from Zoom, guys are comfortable.
Yeah.
The markets are doing well. You understand?
True.
So right now, Kenya's environment right now, it's still very, it's not very calm. And that's why right now it's not time for, nobody's thinking of crypto adoption at the moment. So
True.
it's not adoption like as of today.
It's not a priority.
Not a priority, exactly. It has to be a priority for it to be there. So right now,
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
What would you say like are some of the most crypto-friendly countries you've visited where you just noticed everything that you want to do with crypto was easy for you?
I'd say the crypto-friendly countries I've visited, because I used to make videos where I'd spend crypto in this country and this country. Where have I gone? Germany, but I've not really spent. I spent more crypto in Austria than Germany.
Okay.
So I don't think Germany is. Okay, the EU. The thing also I struggle to tell because either way with my card, doesn't matter if you're crypto friendly or not. I just use you anywhere. Even if you're banned from India, my card is Visa. I can still spend my crypto anywhere. But I'd say the places where I spent crypto, Prague, Czech Republic. But since I know you're a party person, it's a very good place. You'll have fun there.
Really?
Go to Prague.
Really?
It's a very amazing city.
Yeah, prioritize it. This year I'm not going too crazy. I'm just trying to ride the wave until, we finish this Kabul run. And then
now you go crazy.
Yeah.
Prague is friendly. Amsterdam also was friendly. Amsterdam was friendly as well. And Netherlands, actually. I was around the whole place, Netherlands. Which other place? Budapest, Hungary was friendly as well, crypto friendly. I don't think I've actually been to a country which is not crypto friendly. Yeah, I think most of them, because also they receive high taxes from crypto. That's why they're all friendly. You understand? They can't be hostile to crypto because they're receiving tax from crypto.
True.
Yeah, the one which I haven't gone to yet is Portugal. I know it should be the most crypto friendly place in Europe. Should be the most. Yeah.
What? Okay.
You can get a visa for just owning crypto in Portugal.
Okay, we're going to Portugal, my friend. We're going to Portugal.
Just owning crypto.
Hey, okay. Okay, priority is gonna be there as well.
And zero tax as well. So zero tax for crypto holders plus visa. Hey,
Portugal. Here we come.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Okay, now I know I've gone through a lot of crypto questions and I still do have a couple of more. But just allow me to have 3 more.
No problem.
And we're good.
No problem.
Because we know we've already clocked. Are you seeing how long we've clocked?
Oh, yeah. True.
That's 3 hours, 20 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So just 3 more quick questions.
No problem.
Okay, so when it comes to also your content, because that's how I found you, first of all. How far are you trying to take it and how do you even come up with your ideas? What's your plan with just content? Lately, you haven't been posting a lot lately.
Yeah, lately I've not been posting.
I'm wondering why.
I want to restructure. That's why I'm trying to restructure. I need some. It's more of brainstorming, restructuring, and also taking care of my current clients as well. So a lot of things I'm working on over here, as well as also looking for organizing also my personal cash flow from other things. Because this is a bull run. I also don't want to focus too much on external. Also forgetting myself.
True.
So I normally just began as creating content to make it because generally there's nobody making content like me about crypto in this country. Nobody is making content like that.
I was just saying that.
There's nobody.
I was like, I don't think this guy is Kenyan. There's no way. I haven't seen a Kenyan doing content on crypto.
There's nobody.
I was like, who?
Yeah.
I am looking at
they
you.
were there, but the thing is they don't last as long as me because you see me, I'm full-time crypto. Most of them are not full-time crypto.
Yeah.
That's why now maybe they'll be there during the bull run, then now bear market, they maybe go to other things and other things. Me, I'm full-time crypto. That's why I was there consistently all that time. So there's nobody who's consistent as much as me.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 other people, but me, I've been there throughout like this. I'm actually not a content creator, funny enough, and I'm not even that passionate about creating content. But I created it for the purpose of creating our community, which actually my aim was to have the biggest and most profitable crypto community in our region because people are struggling.
Yeah.
And people do not understand how to make money from crypto. And they also, I also get lots of people who come and approach me and they want to make money from crypto. I was like, okay, why not? Let me create a community and how I can help people do that. So right now what I'm working on is trying to partner up with some also in people and so I can make it more efficient because some people now want to learn trading and all that, because initially I was focused more on the buying, holding, looking for opportunities there, ecosystems. That's also my area of specialty.
Okay.
My community also now has traders who I work with, but I also want to work with the bigger forces now to make it more efficient as well. But that's why I've also been a bit quiet of late. So you noticed, I've been a bit
Yeah,
low-key.
I was just like,
of
why
late.
isn't this person posting about? Because I'm telling you, like, it's a struggle. If you try and find people who you can even just talk to about crypto, and they understand when you're saying like, oh, bull run, well, like bull run.
Yeah, gee, I don't know what a bull run is, bear market. Yeah,
I'm just like, I can't just be having this conversation alone, or maybe a few other people, and maybe like the way you say, they're not full into crypto. So the conversation can't be like the same.
It can't be the same. It can't be the same when you're not fully into crypto. And that's why even them, normally they don't know as much as, it's like what we've talked about with you. It doesn't go that extensive. It can't go that extensive.
It's tricky, because even for this episode, it's just for a few chosen ones. So, it's just not for everyone. But for people with interest or people who already know about crypto. But otherwise, a normal, just regular person,
they won't.
they'll just be like, I want to naongea vitu za crypto. So, and you know how people just talk and then just brush it off. Just like, what?
They don't understand. They brush crypto off like it's a small business. Guys, Donald Trump's family has hundreds of millions in this. BlackRock is investing in this. Institutions are investing in this. Countries are buying this.
Yes.
And you're calling this that thing, that crypto, that Bitcoin.
Those crypto things is what they are, bruh. Because at times I'm just like, you know what? When somebody says that, now I've decided out of your ignorance, I do not have any space to try and even start.
Yeah, don't
crypto is big. You should.
No, I mean, now they also don't try convincing or telling anybody anything. I'm like, wait, it's okay.
If you want to, the information is out there for you. If you want to, if not, well and good as well.
I always tell people also, like, crypto is people don't understand how big crypto is. Like, I have so many points on how big crypto is. Like, many people can say buying land in CBD is big, right? It's a big thing, for sure. If you buy land or a building in CBD is big. But look, who are the clientele of CBD? Mostly rich Kenyans.
Yeah.
How many people in the world are eyeing the crypto market? Kenyans, Asians, South Americans, North Americans, from wherever. Young, old, big, small, black, white, everybody.
It's the one industry
we
all speak same language, doesn't discriminate, doesn't.
And all eyes are on this industry.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
So how is that a small business? How can you call that a crypto, a thing like this? You understand? And that's how many people miss opportunities.
I'm telling you that. Until you try and call me, say you need 5K urgently, 2K urgently. I'll be like, you
tell, those are the ones even you...
Of course.
You try telling them, invest in this.
They can't.
The guys who asked me that are the ones I told to invest in crypto in 2016. After that 5K in 2016, which I'm sure all of you, they all had.
I've had girls like on the podcast, at times. And it's so unfortunate because also girls do come into contact with money a lot. You have rich boyfriend. You're a pretty girl, you have a boyfriend who's throwing a bit of cash here and there. Maybe from your job, maybe parents, a bit of this and that there. But, at times we have these conversations like, but it's just too much money for me. I'm like, okay, how much did you spend on your nails? Between 1,500 to 3 Gs. Okay, you went and did like, I don't know, the facial and whatever, plus your feet as well comes to 7, 8 Gs. Like somebody would give me a maintenance of around 10 Gs and they say they can't afford crypto. And this is not somebody who's like even rich, just like, middle class or even like from lower caste. But that's what they would prioritize on, like just beauty and stuff. I'd be like, so it's just your personal choice.
Or somebody who has an iPhone and is telling me, so if I put $20 in, I'm like, 20?
How much did you spend to buy your phone? But they cannot see like the value of and that's why it's. So
when somebody I know your lifestyle, I know even the phone you have and everything, and you're telling me you want to invest $20 in crypto, I'm just like,
you don't know.
Go buy meat somewhere.
Your priorities are wrong in life.
Go buy meat somewhere and eat.
Okay, now let's say for something like Binance.
Yeah.
And this is just like among the last questions. Let me see my memory card. Oh, okay. So on Binance, like how do you trade? Are you somebody for features? Are you on spot trading? And if it's spot trading, do you just do you do limit orders? Do you do straight market price? Do you do trail stops? Like what's your cup of tea when it comes to trading?
When it comes to spot, I don't do that. When it comes to features, I do that. So I do both, but
do features as well.
I do futures. It's actually a more recent thing I started. I was never been futures mostly, but it's more recent.
Okay.
And also, it's a smaller part of the portfolio. Your futures portfolio is not meant to be as big as your spot portfolio.
I do not know how people. Okay, but that's a sidebar conversation.
Yeah. So, when it comes to spot, I don't do those trailing orders and everything because spot.
Really?
Yeah, I just buy when things are low. I don't need to get whether Cardano is 75 cents or 71 cents. Same thing. So
no. So trail stop? No, it hasn't interested you.
I don't do those things. I just buy. And then
limit order? No,
I don't do limit orders. I just buy I just buy when I see it's gone down like this. Beautiful. In fact, I use market orders when I buy.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you're a market order person.
I'm a market order person. So I only use limit on its futures. So in its futures, that's when I place limits because that's now where I'm doing the short-term trading and everything. But if it's whenever I'm buying on spot, it's not something I'm looking to liquidate like next week or in 2 weeks. So whether I buy today at 71 cents and it goes to 68 cents, it will still come back to $1.
True.
To me, that one, it's I find it's too hectic for just that small few cents, But now when it comes to futures, that's important because those decimals can get you liquidated. You understand?
No, true.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah. So I'm mostly just a market order kind of person.
Okay. For me, I use limit because now when I'm trading, I would use like a full Ethereum. So definitely I can't do market order. That just means I'm just throwing dice. I'm in a casino.
You're just throwing it.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that with a whole Ethereum. So if I'm using a whole Ethereum, I'll definitely do limit orders because now it gets to the price that I want, it sells automatically. Or I will use trail stops because trail stops I can say like maybe a 1% or a 2% trail stop. Then that means if the price is dropping, it accelerates downwards with the percentage difference that I've put, which is something that I wish I knew during because all these things, I didn't know all these things during like the first bear market. So it really did miss out on a lot of things, especially when the market is crashing, in those. So now I do want to be prepared for all the scenarios. So I'm still learning about other trading strategies, especially that, let's say on Binance, and they've even introduced new ones. So when you're going to order type, they have a limit, they have a market price, they have stop limit, stop market, trail stop, OCO, and algo order. So the ones that I know so far are limit, market, and trail stop. But I do want to know everything that's in this section and just to know how to actively use it, because that now means I'm using the app to its full potential. Full potential. Now, when it comes to features, brother, this is just something that I look at and say like, okay, guys, carry on, guys. Because if you tell me I'm going to get liquidated, I'm not touching it.
Because at least with spot, even if it goes down, you still have your
cash.
Your cash, yeah.
Features, you do get liquidated.
If you get liquidated, zero.
Yeah, your money goes.
Your money is gone, yeah.
Your money is gone. So now, because now that's where now I think it comes in close to almost like Forex. Because you hear Forex, people say like they've blown their account.
Is actually basically Forex.
Yeah, now you see I think it just needs big kahunas, which I'm not there yet, but I do want to get there at some point, at least know how it works.
Yeah.
Not even about like trading like big volumes, but just knowing how it works. Because for me, I'm that kind of person, like if it's there, I really need to know how to. And the saddest part is, now when you come to crypto, who do I talk to this about? Who do I talk about this with? There are no people to talk.
There is nobody. There is nobody.
Nobody. Literally.
Which is why actually I'm actually building crypto people. I made some friends of late out of my page. You see, now I can talk to crypto with you now.
For sure.
I also met some friends here, and the guys even have good portfolios, great portfolios, but then they just feel like I'm so lonely here. Sometimes you also want to even have lunch and talk with each other. You just have lunch, you just talk about crypto.
There is nobody to talk about crypto.
It's true.
I start talking about crypto and people go on their phones like this. They're like, again.
That's true.
But now you see like another thing that Forex people they have a community.
For sure.
Okay, of course, most of them are scammers. No offense. But they do have community.
They do.
And even if you think about anything else, when it comes to like finance, the banking system, they do have large communities.
Very true.
And I think on Friday, I'm having somebody who now is in the banking financial investment systems. Now they're coming to talk. Oh no, we will definitely clash in a lot of things, but they have their community. They're getting awards, they're getting these, you know,
Kenya,
retreat.
we have nothing. And I think that's what I want to build in Kenya, because we don't have that.
We don't.
If even like in Dubai, they even have awards like what you're saying. There's like crypto influencer of the year or crypto trader of, you know.
Yeah.
We have that. There's
And
Forex,
you can go there and meet people and
you can
shake
go
hands.
and interact, network, and meet people.
Yeah.
In Africa here, we also have some Forex. I've noticed. I've seen some Forex awards and things like that in like Africa.
Yeah.
Crypto, nothing at all. Nothing is happening. Nothing. It's very silent. Actually,
It's tricky.
It's very tricky.
I think there was, but I wanted to go for it. But then again, that like I've said, they do focus on technicalities. There's something that happened and they missed it.
The KBCC, Kenya Blockchain and Crypto Conference.
Was that one in Ngong Road somewhere?
Yeah, that very big one.
Yeah, I think I missed that one as well, because I just wanted to go and see what's happening, but you know, I missed it, and it was unfortunate. But at times I do go to those events, and then I'm like, no, this is still not the community I'm looking for, because you know, people who are hired to represent these companies for like crypto, they simply they're hired, they do the pitching of like, oh, you can
There's
do
no
this.
passion.
But there's no passion. They get paid, they go home.
It's just like a job. They don't even have, they're not there, they're not investing, they're not trading.
It's almost like a bottle service thing.
It's like a bottle service, exactly.
Yeah, buy this, and then, so if you start talking to them, you're like,
Yeah, so even with them, you can't really interact. You can't share memes.
They don't have a wallet.
There's no, exactly.
They don't have a wallet. What are you going to talk about?
Exactly,
There is nothing to talk about.
Exactly.
So it's unfortunate, but you can see, like, even when those events are put up, they've hired the space. They've made stalls, their stands. People are paid per day, and probably it's a 2-day event. But you being there, it adds no value to you if you are a crypto, like the kind of crypto that we're doing.
Yeah, no value at all.
If you go there, it adds no
no value.
You'll probably take a couple of pictures, but you won't bump into someone that you talk about.
Going there is just forcing issues, to be honest. It's just forcing issues.
You try and talk about, okay, this is how I trade. Nobody's doing that. You're all on your own. As we're here, maybe they're saying, like, as we're paid to be here. There's a lady who came here, and she said, because she does Airbnb, and I was telling her, like, yo, you have like a couple of Airbnbs. I mean, clearly you have float to actually do like crypto. She said, but I don't know how to do it. But funny enough, like 5 years ago, she worked for a company that was paying her through crypto. And then I'm like, so you didn't take time to be interested in? I was like, no, I was getting paid. I was like, how are you? Okay, how are you getting paid? How are you withdrawing money? She said, like, I was using Binance and I was withdrawing through Mpesa. And I was like, so 5 years ago, like actually before COVID. So I'm like, you're already exposed to crypto at a very early age. It's just that you didn't pay attention to Nini. But for her, she was getting the job, she was getting paid, and that was it. But anything else in between, I was telling her, like, if you invested anything in there, the same amount that you're talking about here, when you're investing in Airbnb, do you know how much it would have been? Yeah. I just showed her the numbers and she was just like, He was like, just please teach me. But, I'm still trying. I'm still trying to talk to people, like, just, I put it out there. For me, I put it out with the podcast. So whoever is interested, well and good. But otherwise, I mean, I've tried. At this point, it's like almost putting people in a chokehold to try to get them into crypto. So I can't just put the information out there. But I think a community would be really nice, because we don't have that.
We really don't have that. We don't have that, yeah, for sure.
And that's the easiest way people can grow.
Very true. That's why the Forex community is very big. They are a very big community. Forex, as much as, they are very big.
When you see Forex guys saying, like, yo, guys, but that was a big lie anyway. Say, like, I made 40 million today. I was like, yo. You know what?
Oh, the one for I made 40 million in a day. That one.
Kenyan Prince, stop playing around. Stop playing with people. But what also I would encourage, like, even people, because there's something they know that they're doing with, like, crypto. Of course, there's some things they know how to do. But I'm just putting it out there. If you're not scamming people and you're doing, like, Forex and stuff, my advice would be, like, just travel. Because if you travel, it wears off, like, this crazy excitement that, Forex people have.
That's true, though.
Yeah, if you travel, it's gonna fade away. Once you land in some places, you're seeing like Rolls Royce, you're seeing, like I remember like is this section in Ibiza, I was just like, I'm just curious, I'm curious to see what kind of watches people are wearing. And then I started looking around because I had just like now started like learning about watches. When I was there, I didn't know which watch I wanted to buy, but I knew Rolex. I told you can't just walk in here and buy a Rolex. That's not how it works, my friend. You just any order and stuff. But when we Ibiza, I was just like curious. Let me just see how many people maybe have a Rolex in there. I was just like, what?
Just seeing some crazy watches, and
I was shocked because I was like, oh, AP, Rolex. I can just see Cartier. Now I start seeing like subtle ways of flexing that people have. And just subtle, but you see like to collector pieces
over here.
You see them. And even in Monaco, like if you're looking people's ninis, you actually now start noticing like, oh, this is how people maybe flex. And then that's like in a whole, because if you're talking about a watch that's $15,000, $20,000, $100,000. Come on now.
I know. So I mean, when you travel, actually, you tend to a lot of things don't fascinate you. Yeah. I think you become more fascinated by experiences more than things.
Yeah, like I know they're doing it and it's fun, but like washing like your hands with jade, that's of course it's fun. But when you go out there,
how's that fun? I don't know how that's fun.
No. I'm just saying, from here's the thing, you have to understand also like these are people who are coming from nowhere, nowhere. Like they didn't have anything. And also just try and think about like where financial literacy comes in. Because we've said making money is never the hardest part.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Keeping the money is there. Because they always say this, any fool can make money. And think about it like when you look at the online presence in Kenya. I remember when I didn't have cash, there was something that was always disturbing me. I was just saying like, this person can't even write English, man. How is it fucking possible they have more money than me? This makes no sense.
By the way, if you think, most people, you could be very educated, but somebody who's not educated
yes.
Even if you look at
come on,
you wonder how did the Tekashi 69 make all that money?
Exactly.
How?
Yeah, there are people who can even if you just look locally, there's some people who can you hear their turnover. I remember I was hearing about this Madefo Gikosh who just sells bales and stuff. And how many people thrift in Kenya? It's $1 billion industry.
Yeah.
And she just supplies a couple and you hear she makes this amount of money. There's a mother who supplies her greens to Nini. There's this mother who supplies her apples. I think she has a farm in Naivasha. But you go to any supermarket, when you see the apples, they have that stamp of hers. And she was saying people were trying to buy her company. She said no. But when you hear her turnover, the people who sell roses in Naivasha, those rose farms, all those flowers that are in Europe, most of the flowers that are in Europe, they come from Naivasha.
Yeah.
They're coming from Naivasha. But and first of all, when I use the term fool, that's just a saying. It's not me calling people fools. The guys who sell Mira, bruh. How much money
that's true. Those guys turn over.
There's some guys even they have those two small shops for Mira, but when you hear their turnover per day on how much they push, it's a lot of money.
It's crazy, it's crazy.
But now, when it comes down to how is the money spent?
Oh yeah,
how's the money spent?
That's true.
People waste money in so many other different silly things. So now that's where if you were to ask them, how did you spend this? I bought a shake. There's somebody who's just accumulating land they're just buying land. They don't even know why they're buying.
Just buy land, and you have...
They don't know what they're buying it for, but they just know. That's the only thing they know how to buy. So you can only imagine if you pick a young boy who's just turned to 22, 23, they're touching millions. Not crazy, of course not 40 millions there, but they're touching a couple of millions here and there. But they're not past 25. What else do you think they will do with that money? If they're in Kenya and they've never had that amount of money. Yeah, and if you look at it just the pattern in a lot of Forex guys, they can do maybe Dubai, but you don't see them in Europe.
Dubai, they can do it easily.
No, but yeah, that's the
Dubai,
thing.
It's easy, easy work.
But even in Dubai, maybe it's one-off trip. But they're not exposed to That's why the only things that are fun for them is just doing their local fun. But if they found their way to like Europe and experience like just the entertainment, the nini, if it's fine dining, just experience. When you come back to Kenya, you'll be chilled.
You'll be chilled by the
You'll be chilled. Yeah, you want do. There's what's crazy for you to do here.
Nothing crazy.
Crazy. If you just do like Amsterdam proper.
When our taxis are BMW X6s and German taxis. So.
Taxi. I was carried in an S-Class. It's a taxi. Came back and just looked at my car. I was like, I don't have a nice car, but good Lord. Good Lord. It's a whole different ballgame, but it will make you like more relaxed.
Yeah.
Because even if it's women, there's certain things like, look at like a lot of people's downfall even in Kenya. It's just like the women that engage with and stuff. But, if let's say your thing is women with just voluptuous, hey, touch Cape Town, nightlife, kidogo.
Cape Town, kidogo.
Bruh. Okay, you're into light skin. Go to Ibiza. Go to Barcelona nightlife. You'll become a changed person.
You'll become a changed person.
You'll be a changed person. So all the excitements with a lot of things, understand why they're doing them, because that's the only thing they can do that's fun. But out there's so many other things that you'll experience.
So many other things,
Come back, you'll be more relaxed, Even if it's flexing, it'll be a bit subtle, but you'll be more... I don't know. You'll be more calm.
I think I'm more of a subtle flexer if I'm to do something like that. So I'll just be the guy who's walking with a Rolex.
A subtle nini. And then it's for if you know. It's not for everybody.
The one if you know. Yeah. So maybe you see me in the parking with my car. Oops.
They're like,
oops.
Yes.
They're like, hey, who's this? Where is it from? The oops kind of thing. Yeah.
But, I know we can go on and on about crypto, guys, but, we definitely have to come to it. Oh, this is almost 4 hours. Now, quick fire, and then we just wrap it up.
Let's go.
Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Bitcoin.
Solana or Avalanche?
Avalanche.
Bull market or bear market?
Bear market.
Hardware wallet or hot wallet?
Hot wallet.
Buy the dip or wait for confirmation?
Buy the dip.
Favorite crypto influencer right now? Definitely not Kenyan. I don't think there is anyone. Overseas, anybody you look up to or you've seen?
Funny enough, I don't have an influencer I look up to. Because they generally just repeat the same things 24/7. So
or even if it's not a crypto influencer, it could be like maybe a top dog that talks about crypto maybe all the time. Like the Shark Tank guy, the guy who wears two O'Reilly, or what's his name?
Yeah.
The guy who wears 2 watches, always flexing.
O'Reilly,
and he's big on crypto even right now. Actually, he was the biggest shareholder, one of the biggest shareholders in FTX as well.
I don't know. If I'm to choose a crypto YouTuber, maybe I'd choose...
Is there anyone you follow for updates? Crypto updates?
I look mostly on Twitter. So Twitter is where things happen faster than...
Oh, no, true.
So YouTube is very late. That's why I'm saying YouTube I tend to avoid, because I was doing YouTube... I'd check on YouTube the previous bull markets, but it's too late. Things come on Twitter.
Twitter is always like...
things like this. But YouTube, it's already too late,
True.
So on YouTube... I don't know. There's guys but I don't watch Da Vinci's YouTube channel. I don't think it's. I don't think it's. I don't think he's doing a good job there. But he's still. I'm not saying he's not legit, but he's not. I don't think his YouTube channel is that. They can't keep me there.
Yeah.
You know how you must keep some attention.
True.
Yeah. Maybe I'd give that his friend. There's a friend of his called the Crypto. Maybe I'd give him or something.
Oh, Crypto. And then on Twitter, do you know a guy called Plan B?
I know Plan B as well.
Oh, okay. Plan B, I follow Plan B.
Plan B as well on his, what's that thing called? Trillion?
Yeah.
That thing as well.
He's always like, so him, I always need, but Watchaguru, I go for my updates there all the time.
Watchaguru as well, those people. But what I'd say is that just get info on your own. You'll use these influencers as just like a way to read sentiment, not really follow them, just to read sentiment. That's why I can't really name them, because I have the info from myself.
Makes
then
sense.
Now for them, I just listen to what they say based on, just so I can see where other people are thinking, what they're thinking, just so I can compare notes, with what I'm doing.
I got you. Okay, we have 6 minutes left on the card. So, which is one coin that you would never touch?
Like buy?
Yeah. Is there a coin that, maybe it has ups and downs, or maybe stories?
before I would have said XRP.
Really?
Yeah, XRP is a coin I would have never touched. But
Yeah.
after seeing, sometimes, you look where the demand is. And XRP has proven that it's going to have demand. So I think that's something I'll consider in the next bear market. That's something I think I'd want to go into heavily in the next bear market. So something I would not consider. A coin I would not consider. I have to think about it. Pi.
Oh, okay. Okay. You don't need to explain because we don't have time. Okay, what's your go-to crypto app?
My go-to crypto
An app that you always open every day.
An app I open every day, and nowadays, since I've been more into trading, is CoinGlass.
CoinGlass.
It shows you total amounts of liquidations. It shows you, it has a lot of information. It shows you even whale wallets, what they're buying, what they're selling.
I need that.
Yeah, CoinGlass. I look at CoinGlass.
Okay, if you lost all your crypto today, what's the first thing you'd do tomorrow?
The first thing, if I lost all my crypto today, the first thing I'll do tomorrow. I'll go to my bank, borrow some cash and restart.
I'll join the Salvation Army.
You join the Salvation
Army? I'll join Salvation Army. I quit everything. Just, accept Lord and Jesus is my Savior and be like, you know what, I'm done. All my crypto, I don't know what I'd be destroyed, man.
But it's painful though. Wow.
Painful. Because, even all just the tiny losses that you go through, you can only imagine now we're talking about all your crypto.
Yeah, that's
that's a whole different ballgame. Okay, so for now,
first, I think I take like a year off. Then
before you recalibrate,
I'll go to sleep for a year.
Okay, so now it's been like a nice chat, man. Thank you so much. Like I said, we've already filled the memory card. That's the only reason actually we are stopping. I'd have gone on and on. But for anybody who enjoys crypto, this is a very informative episode. We've touched on everything that we can, but for him, it's just because I don't know how often you'll be in the country, but anytime that you're around, I think I'll always try and engage you, because even for this, I've had to wait for probably a year.
Engage. Maybe you can do a part 2 before I leave if you want.
How much time do you have
I'm
left?
here till I'm leaving in September.
We'll do a part 2 definitely. And then for that episode, I can drop after a couple of months. Because even how I drop my episodes, super strategic. But for now, guys, we do have to say goodbye. But thanks for coming through. And I wish you nothing but the best. But let's aim for that part 2 before you leave the country.
Definitely, we'll do it.
And of course, now I definitely do have somebody you can talk to about crypto.
We can talk. We can call me. We discuss altcoins sometimes and where the market is going. I have a friend I also do that with.
Really?
I have a friend I talk to. She always tells me. We always talk with her. She tells me, sometimes when we withdraw this money. That's why I want to keep you close, because there's nobody I can tell my net worth to. I can't tell anybody I have this.
No.
When I buy my car, I can't go tell other people.
No.
But you, I can tell you because you relate to me.
Because you understand even how crypto is working.
Exactly.
It's this is what I've done.
Exactly. Again, they want to know. They look at you like people looked at when I was starting those days at 19. I'm being told that I'm in Illuminati. I'm like, oh my God, man, what's happening?
Oh, Lord. Okay, so we'll save everything else for part 2, guys. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Till next time, I'll say goodbye.
Cheers.
The Kisscapades podcast is your gateway to holistic growth and personal transformation. Together, we'll unlock the secrets to living a life of health, wealth, love, and happiness. So make sure to tune in every week and join us as we explore the essence of what it means to truly thrive. And lastly, show us some love and support in our social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, basically all the social media platforms that support podcasting will definitely be there. Even with the short clips and reels, you can find us there. And lastly, don't be shy with feedback, suggestions, or any questions that you might have in regards to the episodes or our podcast. It's the Kisscapades podcast. Goodbye.